Shalom, KD.
Show up, Lisa. How you doing?
All right. I thought I saw LVZ, but it looked like he dropped. So
Oh, he might be
hopefully,
back.
yeah, he'll probably be back. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good, Lisa.
Shalom to everybody in the chat. It's good to see you all. It's been a while since we did a current event. Here's LVZ. Let me get him on here.
Yo, what's going on,
How
y'all?
you
Happy Mother's
doing?
Day.
How you
Happy
doing?
Mother's Day. What's
Happy
happening, y'all? What's
Thanksgiving.
happening? What's happening?
Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Good to see you.
Hey,
Good to
what's up,
be here.
busy?
What's happening, KD? What's happening,
Now,
man? What's
see,
going
wait a
on,
minute.
baby?
Is that you and your mom in that little avatar?
Yes, ma'am.
Look at that beautiful, dark, beautiful mother.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Look, that I had to show my face to show that's the beautiful lady that had this beautiful baby.
Your mother looked like a girl that I grew up with in the hood. She lived right across the street. Her name was Polly, and she was your mother's complexion. I thought she was so pretty, but she was so self-conscious about being dark. I didn't She was pretty to me.
That's what shoot, her and my aunt BB. My aunt BB looked exactly like her. She was
Mhm.
a couple of years older, and they used to always tell me that's why she would always get me because they used to always fight, but they was always the prettiest girls around the neighborhood. That's what my dad used to tell me. He said, "Man, your mother and your aunt, everybody used to love them." I said, "Yeah, I
Mhm.
know."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it has been 12 years since I lost my mother. I lost her in 2010.
man. Sorry to hear that. I was talking to somebody about that the other day. And I was like, Dad, it is Mother's Day tomorrow. She said, What's wrong with you? Somebody will be mad at you. I said, Well, it's been 43 years since my mother
Wow.
been dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what happened with my grandfather, LVZ. When my grandfather was born, not long after that, my great grandfather, I'm sorry, my great grandmother passed.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
he never got to know his mother at all.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just got them pictures. So I
Yeah.
always keep that for my Mother's Day.
And look at all these people in here. Jamal Bey said his mother, he lost his mom in 2015. Chalk Chick said she lost her mother in 2005. Yeah, I mean, a lot of us lost our mothers.
I lost mine over 10 years ago, so I know how
Okay.
that feels.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what, y'all? Now, I loved my mother. I did. But the hardest death was on me was my dad. Oh, that was like a gut kick right there when I lost my father.
Right. I don't even want to think about that. I
Mm.
already know that's how that's gonna be for me. I'm gonna be a shell for a minute
Because
off of that.
LVZ, I was a daddy's girl.
Yeah. Well, look, that's all I had was him. So
Hmm.
that's my guy. To this day, that's still my guy. I'm gonna ride or die till the wheels fall off with that guy.
Yeah. Brenda Hill lost her mother in 1986. And you know
Right.
what the sad part is? Many of you, your moms probably all died young. That's the sad part.
Yeah,
Because
my
I know
mom
one
was.
of my cousins, it was my mother was 70. Even in today's standard, even 70 is really not that old.
Yeah, but I be like, look, 70 is good. My mom was 19.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No,
Uh,
she was no, she was 18. She was
18.
18.
Wow.
Yeah, she was 18.
GT lost his mother in 2021. Wow, it was about a year for you.
Yeah, man.
And
I'm sorry. Yeah,
my husband, Michelle Bond said, my husband lost his mother in 2020. These are recent. Isaiah
my
Henderson
step
lost his mother in 2019.
my stepmom was March 13th, 2020.
Wow, that's recent.
Yeah.
Lewis Woodard lost his mother in 2013. Brother Sly lost his mother in 2018. That's still pretty recent. Even 2018 is recent.
It is.
Wanea lost their mother in 1993. Yeah, and all of you that got your mothers and they're still here. Kay Johnson, 2006. My mother was 53. Kay Darden. Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna tell
mean,
y'all the same thing I just told my god brother that came through early because he had lost his mom, what, 2016, 17.
uh-huh.
And I was telling him, I was like, look, I'm gonna tell you something that I know very well from somebody who just didn't know his mom. Remember the time she was there, not the end. Remember all the good stuff in the middle. Remember all the stuff in the middle, because in the end, that's what it was all about. That time y'all got together, cherish all of that. Remember all of that. Try to
Yeah, I
gather back
do.
all of that.
I do. And, I like being able to remember the good times.
Yeah.
And even some of the things, that's why I always say to people when they're like, oh, I don't, some people are, one of my couple of my cousins were young when their mother died, and they like, I can't remember. I said, you know what? That's why sometimes I like a little bit of that pain to still remain. That way I can still feel for my mother,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. And you know
but
what you draw on certain things from. There's certain
mhm,
lessons she got to teach you. There's certain things she showed you to do, certain things she showed you not to do.
right.
And
Yeah,
keep all of that.
y'all had some young mothers too. Look at that. Look at
Yeah.
their ages. They're young.
Well,
But
I tell you one thing, because every time I was around my mama, we was like, silly, we was just, playing around and stuff. But I knew at the end of the day, she was mama and I was the son.
mhm,
That's
exactly.
right.
Exactly.
That's right.
Now, y'all, we gonna talk about some of the recent events, but LVZ, I want to tell you, I watched some of your videos that you did on Kevin Samuel, who we're gonna talk about.
Mm-hmm.
You brought that fire. You brought that fire to them
See,
videos. And let
thank
me
you.
tell you, LVZ, I was not into Kevin Samuels. Over the years, I would just see little snippets of things he would say, but I can't even say I watched an entire video of his because I just wasn't
Right.
into him like that. But what got me was I just took a peek to see what was over there in the comment sections and stuff. They glorified him like he was some sort of god
Thank you,
and
Lisa.
talking
That's
about God is speaking through him. I said, no, he isn't. What are you talking about? No, he isn't
thank
speaking
you.
through no damn Kevin Samuels.
Right. People was misconstruing. Like, oh no, I said, nah, I ain't praising him dying, I said, but I don't know this man. For
Right.
me to sit up here talking about, oh Lord, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels died. Nigga, Malcolm X ain't get shot. You know how many people dying out there right now, getting their neck stepped on, their head stomped in? Do you know they just two youngins start shooting at each other? Two groups of youngins were shooting at each other in front of a fucking daycare. Had shot a 4-year-old right around the
Wow.
corner from where I'm at now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we talk about shit like that, and they talk about some Kevin Samuels. I'm like, no, dude, we got way bigger shit to worry about than Kevin Samuels, man. Come on,
Right.
bless it. Condolences to his mother and his family, but that's who need to worry about Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, but I think what saddened me when I went over there is how they put him at a god status. And
Yes,
number two, the amount of black men that were over there. It was like, is it really this bad with women, with a lot of y'all? I just never seen such depression. And what happened to the dudes that got game out here? Where are they? Why we
Right.
always got these doom and gloom guys?
Go right. I'm about to say, no, look, no disrespect if that's your thing. And I understand it's a moniker of truth in what he's saying. What I'm telling people is this, dude. Look, if you need another man to vent your voice, that's the problem right there.
Yeah.
That's your problem right there. Look, in a nutshell, if you need, man, he's speaking with what somebody need to say to these women.
No,
What?
not really.
No, not really.
No,
He's
not
saying what
really.
you. He's saying what you feel like
Right.
you want to say to these women. So say it, get it off your chest, and be about your day.
Thank you. And
Under,
nothing he said would improve my life at all. So no, I wasn't feeling him like that. Go ahead, KD.
There's only one thing I'm gonna say about this. This highlights clearly that that folks are super sensitive out here. Can't take criticism for nothing.
Yeah.
None, KB,
And
none.
of all things, he was with a woman when he passed, right? The very women he talked bad about. That's who he was with. But the only thing I didn't like how his death got leaked onto the internet before his family knew. I still
Yeah.
say that was wrong.
How the hell does that even happen?
Yeah, I don't know if this woman that was there with him leaked it, but I don't know. But somebody leaked it before the family was notified. I think that's pretty jacked up. Nobody should have to find out their loved one is dead on some damn internet.
Right. That's true. That is horrible. That's not the way you need to find. First of all, the world ain't supposed to be talking about your folks' death before you even know they died.
Right. And I do think that whoever leaked it like that, I'm sorry, I can't get with you on that. But no, I'm not feeling the cult-like environment that was over there. I'm definitely not for that. And look, the bottom line is, if Kevin was a real god, he wouldn't have been taken out of here at 56. That's awfully young.
Don't go there. Don't go there, Lisa. I can already hear. Well, Jesus was only. Please don't go there. Don't go there.
But that is young, but this is young too.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Don't go there because they'll do that.
I know they'll do that. No. You know what? Well, aren't there children that die?
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Come on. And the thing is, it tells me, because when he died, LVZ, I went out and I had to do a little research on Kevin because I really didn't know that much. I knew he said disparaging things.
I just knew his name and knew what he. See, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, I when I pulled up the article on him about him dying, I saw some additional articles, and it was some where he was on a podcast talking about his cancer and beating cancer. And then somebody in my comment section said he beat cancer twice.
Mm.
And he got it. You looking at somebody 56, he had to be younger when he was fighting the cancer.
Yeah.
Yep. So, well, it just goes to show you, here today. What was that saying? Here today, gone tomorrow.
You never know.
I mean, it was a swift one for him.
Yeah, I'm about to say, well, I like I said, I feel bad for his family. I don't feel bad for these grown ass, bitch ass niggas who needed a fucking life coach.
I'm gonna bring one of them up. Fucking Boyce Watkins sitting up there running his fucking mouth had to take a shot at him after he died. And you wonder why they call your ass the ultimate simp, bro.
Well,
Well, y'all, I remember them photos of his wife cozying up to Willie D in them wedding photos.
mm,
I don't know if y'all saw that. Royce
nah.
had just got married, and his wife in the pictures is turned towards Willie D. That was
He
all over
probably had them big ass teeth in his mouth. That's why they was probably laughing.
it. But yeah.
Willie probably cracked a joke on them teeth. They was probably laughing together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm.
Nah, I mean, with damn with Boyce Watkins, if Boyce Watkins made a critique that he made when the man was alive, I ain't got no problem with what he said. You know, I don't know what he said. I really didn't pay much attention to it because I'm like you, Lisa. I never listened to the man.
Yeah.
I only know who he was because people started like, Kevin Samuel, Kevin Samuel. Then I started hearing guys like Jason Whitlock say they like Kevin Samuel. I said,
Whoa,
"Oh no,
whoa,
I ain't fucking with
oh,
no Kevin
oh,
Samuels."
hell no, not
Yeah,
Jason
I said,
Whitlock.
yeah, Jason Whitlock started saying how he like Kevin Samuels. I said, oh, then I know Kevin Samuels ain't for me.
Yeah, right. By default.
Yeah, I'm gonna say enough said.
Yeah, yeah. But I guess to each his own. But I would
Mhm.
strongly advise y'all glorifying and making gods out of people on social media. That's just not
Yeah,
a smart thing to do.
that's not a smart thing to do. Trust me, I tell motherfuckers every day. Don't do that shit. Don't go. Do not make me no deity. Not the way I curse and all of that. Look, just leave it alone. I'm a regular man. Y'all know
Uh-huh.
how I am.
And
Look.
what was that other one that died about last year? The same kind of dude that used to talk crap about David Carroll. Y'all remember him?
Oh, I
He's
do
another
remember him
one.
with the big glasses. I remember that
Yes.
he was a big old coon, huge coon.
Yeah, yeah. And he was another one that spent his time talking crap about women, and he got taken out of here at an early age too.
I remember he used to man. See, look, y'all look at that. Because remember, uh, what's his name? Who we talking about? Oh, Kevin Samuel said he liked Thomas Sowell. So
Wow.
just look, just letting y'all know that Coonan will take you out of the game early.
Yeah, yeah,
Cooning takes you out the game early. So
yeah, it
and
sure is.
don't coon, kids, because if you coon, you won't live a long life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, let's get back because there is the other one that I did a video on. Um, no. Chappelle. Here we go. Chappelle. So that dude that rushed the stage, I was, researching him. I believe he's LGBTQ. If you look at him, he got black nail polish on. And even when he rushed the stage going after Dave Chappelle, he had nail polish on. I was like, now I heard that is a trans man. Did any of y'all hear that?
Nah, that was Dave Chappelle joke. He a real man. I did some more research
Oh,
too.
he's a
Do,
real man. Okay. Okay.
yeah, do you know why he did it?
Why?
So Dave Chappelle, this is no bull, talked to the man and asked him why. He told him that he was only trying to draw attention to the gentrification going on in LA because his grandma lost his home and that's why he was homeless.
Wow.
But watch this.
Uh-huh.
He's a Trump supporter.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, goddamn, dude. But
Yeah.
so you like them? I mean, I don't know, but yeah, that that's what I found out about the dude. He a little off. I think you're right. I think he moist than a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
But what he said was he is homeless and his grandma lost his house. He been sleeping on Skid Row and they've been gentrifying the area. And he wanted to bring attention seriously. Matter of fact, what it was reported, it was a report on Comedy Hype about Dave Chappelle asking him, and something else. I seen a video about it. I was gonna tell you about that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, there's better ways to bring attention than attacking a comedian on stage. Okay.
And then right, especially one from DC who still keep DC security because you're gonna get your ass whooped like you did. And the whole conversation gonna be about why it look like you got two left arms on that
Yes.
stretch.
Woo, they jacked him up. Yeah, because I saw them taking him into the ambulance. Woo, his arms were all twisted in different directions.
Man, I said this motherfucker got two left arms and shoulders.
Yeah.
KB,
It
you
sure
see
looked
he
like
had
that.
two left shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
I bet he could do a wild ass dance move. Can't nobody do that dance move he could do.
But you know, yeah, because I think they set his bail at $30,000.
Yeah, 30,000.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I know that was he hit Dave like Ronnie Lott. They said, huh.
Mm-hmm. But you know, with all that LGBTQ stuff, I mean, what they failed to realize is a lot of people agreed with what Dave Chappelle said. You
Yeah.
know, that's an awful lot of people to be mad at, but they at one point in time when they were protesting him thought they could cancel him. And what y'all don't realize in that community, you can't cancel him unless we cancel him. Okay, that's the only way that works.
Mm-hmm. I think that motherfucker was retarded, but how the fuck did he get in there?
That's what
That's
I
the
want
only
to know.
thing.
In there with
That's
a
the only
weapon
thing.
too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I want to know. How the fuck did he get in there? Other than that, hey, whatever. He look. What happened was it? Look, my whole thing was that's what should have happened to Will Smith too. To me,
Mm-hmm.
Will should have got his ass whooped like that too.
Will got enough problems being married to Jada. I mean,
Yeah,
like he got a lot on his plate.
Look, yeah, when he go home, he getting his ass whooped. So I guess you know what? Give him that small victory. It ended up being an L.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. KD, you want to add something?
You know what? I don't mind them going living their life, but leave the rest of us the hell alone. Like seriously, you could go over there, do your little stuff over there. Just leave the rest of us that don't agree with this bullshit the hell alone. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, y'all. This is what ticked me off. Now you see this old relic in the picture, right? You see it. Her name is Margaret Atwood. She gonna go out there talking about enforced childbirth is slavery. Oh, what do you mean, Margaret? You mean like when y'all put us on slave farms and the women were raped and forced to have babies? Y'all weren't opposed to it then, but you know, now that you know that Roe v. Wade has come up, now they want to compare stuff to slavery. Y'all kill us with that. You won't give us reparations. But anything that you don't like, you always got some comparison
It's just
to
like
slavery. Yeah.
And both sides do it. That's what's so frustrating. The left and the right do it.
Just like
right.
The lockdown.
I gotta wear a mask. That's like slavery.
Yes,
I can't breathe.
Everything is like slavery. All right.
Look, the new shit is like the new shit is it's like George Floyd.
Oh,
that's the new one now too. That's the new one too. Watch for it, Lisa. Oh, see, you're trying to. I can't breathe. You have your knee on my neck like I'm George Floyd.
Oh,
that's what they do. That's
but
the
now,
new thing
you know, now that Roe v. Wade has been overturned, now these women are out here trying to say forcing them to have a baby is like slavery. Okay, well now you acknowledge what y'all did to us in slavery. Now give us our reparations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
okay,
look, I don't care. I don't care what they do.
Damn thing is slavery.
I don't care what they do. They can have all the abortions they want, long as they pay that check. I don't care what they
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Look,
And look at the age of this woman. Let me go back to it. She can't even
yeah,
have no damn
everybody
baby.
hitting that. Bitch, you ain't having no babies.
This
But
old relic
cut the
can't even have a
but, but,
baby.
but look. She ain't having no baby, but it damn sure look like she had a slave, don't
Uh-huh.
it? You might not have had a baby, but damn if she ain't had a nigger or two working. And I remember when people like you used to work in my field.
Mm-hmm. I was like, boy, y'all crack me up. Y'all
And
ain't
just,
go
and just,
through nothing
and
that
just,
resembles slavery. Go
and
ahead.
just like VZ said, and just like VZ said, they can kill their babies all they want. I don't give a fuck about them and they barren ass wombs and shit. Just
Yeah,
pay
do
the
what you
check.
do. Give me a check. Look. That's the people be like, man, I can't believe you. I'm like, I don't care, really. I'm not about to have one. All I know is this.
Mm-hmm.
Cut the motherfucking check. Well, look, while you having your abortion, while you're fighting for your abortion, while you're not allowed to have one, have another little Connor. Long as he don't shoot up a school or a mall where I live at, cut the check. That's more little fucking taxpayers for the check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, this is what she's saying that this is what forcing women to have. And what they don't realize is even if you, as she put it, force women to have babies, y'all still ain't gonna have enough babies in the white community. Let's be real. It don't matter
Right.
if
I'm
they
about
shut
to
I
this
mean,
say,
I'm
up
just,
or not.
I don't know why they
I
doing
mean, I'm
this.
just,
They bullshit. Go ahead, Kay.
I mean, I'm just gonna say it. These barren anyway. So what the
Right.
fuck does it matter?
Right,
That's
why is
right.
they sitting up here bullshitting like you can have babies? Y'all know y'all stealing babies from Africa and adopting Chinese babies. Everybody knows you don't need to have an abortion when you go steal a baby from
Right.
Africa and turn
And
that motherfucker to Ketanji Brown Jackson.
right.
Everyone knows what you do.
And the thing is, y'all saw who was out there protesting in front of the Supreme Court, white women, because white
Mhm.
women are the biggest ones that have abortions in America. Now, years
Damn right.
ago, they used to
And
try to
I'm
push
just,
that
and
on
I'm
black
just,
women. It was never black women. Never. They always
and I'm
had the
just
most
gonna,
abortions.
and
Go
I'm just
ahead.
gonna say this as a side note, because I was looking throughout that crowd. The majority of the women are so flat out fucking ugly. I'm like, who the fuck would want to have a baby with you ugly ass?
Yeah, then they lesbians. Bitch, you wasn't gonna get pregnant no way. You lesbian.
Yeah.
Bitch, stop faking the funk. These
Hmm.
bitches, we want to have abortions. Bitch, we wish your mom had one. Do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
Right.
I mean, what the fuck? I'm looking at these bitches' bodies. I'm like, damn, who the fuck would want to touch you?
That's
Hmm.
why people be saying that shit. I can't believe you're against abortion. I said, look at these white motherfuckers out here. If their mom had an abortion, we wouldn't have to deal with this shit. That's why. Cause you getting more. Think about it. This is people got it misconstrued. Why I'm like niggas be like, you not anti-abortion? No, I don't believe every baby should be born, motherfucker. Look at some of these peckerwoods. No, I, I don't think every baby should be born. I'm sorry. I'm
Well,
gonna
you
tell the
ain't got to
fucking
worry
truth.
about them because their numbers are in the toilet. I don't think they're going to be able to bounce back with
Yeah,
babies
but
at
think of
this
the
point.
ones they pushing out.
Yeah.
Motherfucker Darren Wilsons and all of them. Shit, I
Mhm.
wish his mother was for abortion. Or at least a condom. Shit.
Yeah. Just think about if Derek Chauvin wasn't born.
Thank you.
George Floyd would still be alive.
Y'all see how hard, look, George Zimmerman father. Y'all see how hard it is to abort a grown man? That shit's called murder.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. All right, y'all.
Or
Bye.
that, or
You
that,
know
or that
I'm getting to
bitch,
this.
or that bitch, Jackie Jackson,
Yeah.
Jackie Johnson, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, Biden sending another $33 billion
33 billion.
over for Ukraine So this will last from now until September. We need our reparations that will last from now until the day we die. You need to keep just forking over that money. It's
This was
amazing how they can find a ton of money to send overseas.
and then cry about a recession and inflation hitting here. Well, I got a solution. I'm not the greatest economist, but trust me, watch this. Don't send that money to Ukrainians. Send it to FBAs that's sitting right here. And that'll cause inflation in the economy here. We'll be thriving, making bread, because y'all have a black community. Won't be doing business with y'all, but be doing business in the country, which will build y'all up. It won't be no more quote unquote poor people, because FBAs will be doing good. So give us that Ukraine bread. LVZ for
that's our
president.
bread
You know
anyway.
what?
That's our tax dollars paying money that we paid into taxes.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what
that's
we're
right
giving
too.
away.
FBA's gotta not pay taxes. That's another thing about our reparations. We gotta also be specific about that. Yes, we want cash payments, but we have to have tax exemptions.
Yes.
We can't be paying ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's the okie doke.
You know
Then next thing you know, they hit you with a motherfucking melanin tax. Oh, this nigga has melanin. Up there. Well, that's 15% more. I'm sorry, nigga. I mean, I'm telling y'all, we gotta start putting that out there too. It's gotta be a tax exemption with the cash payments.
Mm-hmm.
These
you know
crackers
you
need
know
to
the fucked up
understand
thing
that we
about
not
this.
stupid.
But as soon as you say reparations, we don't have no money for reparations, really. And then all of a
Really?
sudden, this war came along, and y'all just got a
Right.
bottomless pit of money.
You just gave Dimitri over that motherfucker 33 million. Fuck Dimitri. He getting bombed out. He's gonna lose anyway. Let him fight to hold his own nuts. You gave him guns. He don't need no money. you gave him guns. He in the middle of a war. What the fuck he gonna spend it on? No. I don't want to hear no shit like that. Give me mine.
Yes. Yeah. And
You know the
no
fucked up
more.
thing about
We
this.
don't have no more. We don't have the money. Now, this came out recently. This came out a few years ago, but it came out again recently, where Europe is now talking draft because of Putin invading Ukraine. And so, of course, you got people over here worried about that stuff too. I mean, do you think there's going to be a draft?
No. See.
It's amazing. These people start all the wars, but they try to drag in anybody that has nothing to do with the damn war.
Funny as shit. It ain't gonna be no draft, and they know it. They know it's just gonna be a jail full of niggas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
First of all,
You know the fucked up thing.
Go ahead.
No, what I was about to say. The fucked up thing about the last one that you pulled up. They love, bitching and complaining about giving us so-called welfare, even though they the ones that dominate the cases and shit. If you want to get rid of that and then hand us a reparation check, we'll be glad to trade the shit. So that wouldn't be an issue no more.
Yep, you ain't gotta give us welfare, you give us reparations. Good point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But watch this though. Watch this right here though. With this draft though. Let me tell you the problem with the draft, Lisa. Still with the draft, there are rules. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You have to be draft worthy and draft eligible. Unfortunately, this is a funny thing, y'all. Irony is a motherfucker. See, back in the days, they would have to catch people who got in a little minor trouble and be like, we excuse it if you go to the war. That's how they did it. Well, then they tried to exclude us from the military now by making the rules. So if you got felonies, parking tickets, a motherfucker, if you jaywalk when you 6, You gotta go back home. You cannot be in the military. This is no bullshit, y'all. That's why a lot of people go straight out of high school now, because your record got to be so clean. Unfortunately, because we're in a white supremacist country, I keep saying that most of the people they gonna want to draft aren't going to be eligible. There's gonna be people making too much money, so they ain't gonna want to fight. Or it's gonna be people with criminal records, and they ain't gonna be able to fight.
Yeah. Thank you, brother Nirya. You said shalom. Been seeing a lot of license plates beginning with LVZ. Really? On it. So many peace and blessings with you, LVZ, and anyone live. Good to listen again when you all get together and talk about, the real our people. Really, I haven't seen that. I'm gonna have to check that out. You seeing LVZ all over license plates. What's going on, LVZ? What's going on with that?
They love me out there. They love me out there. They stealing my shit. I love it.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Look, but and another thing to the draft.
They start all the wars, but our people always getting dragged in.
And this time, this is another thing. They don't do boots on the ground no more. That's over with. When the last time you heard about us sending a whole bunch of troops anyway? We don't do boots on the ground. It is strictly drone warfare and air superiority. It ain't about being on the ground like that no more.
Well,
because they've been getting that.
They need to just leave us alone.
Right. They've been getting that ass kicked. Right. They've been getting their ass kicked in these last few wars because we don't go.
Mm-hmm.
Desert Storm. Look, Desert Storm never ended though, Naja. Motherfuckers is still in Desert Storm if you really think about it. They still over there.
Mm-hmm.
He just pulled out now. Man, they getting their ass toe up. We ain't going
and they
over
pulled out, and then 2 days later, the Taliban had it all back.
Damn sure did.
In 2 days, they had the country back.
Right. Yeah, we ain't got nothing to do with none of this shit. So this shit is slowly falling apart. Did y'all see Jim Clyburn, my man, Catfish Jim? Y'all saw Catfish Jim?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, man. Catfish Jim out that motherfucker. He got trout instead of tangibles. Y'all gotta check out my man LB. He gonna do a video about that. Trout over tangibles. He gonna do a video called Trout Over Tangibles, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well,
him and no cardiac arrest fish fries he have every year. All them people look like they don't need to be eating no fried fish.
No damn fried fish. Right. They need a fish bake out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, Uncle Jim, he don't want you messing up massa's money with reparations.
Why you sitting up here bothering me about that shit? Go on get you a plate of that fish. What? Why you worry about some money? Go on over there and get you a plate of that fish. We got collard greens. Hold up. You saying I want fish? Nigga, no. I don't know.
And he didn't say anything factual. Oh, you know about HR 40. I ain't doing nothing with no damn HR 40, and you know it.
HR 40 is I was mad because I was like, the brother who took that video should have went, sir, all due respect, HR 40 is a nothing burger.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all talk about studying some shit we already know happened to us. Then I would have fucked them up. I'm like, my people were slaves right here in South Carolina. They fled this motherfucker after they were free. That's how I ended up in DC. My great grandmother. I was looking up the history. My FBA lineage starts there on my mother's side.
You see, but that's where my father's family comes out of. They come out of
Yeah.
the Carolinas, but they went into Georgia. They
See.
belong to a family with the last name Smith.
Whoa. See,
And they
and my
left. Quite a few of them ran away out of there and settled in Georgia. And the reason why they were going down to Irwin County, Georgia, is because they did not allow slave auctions in that county. So a
mm,
lot of slaves ran into that county because they knew they would never be sold there.
mm.
They could have slaves, but they had to go outside of the county
You
to
had to go
buy their
outside of
slave.
that one county. See,
Yeah.
that
You
can
just,
look. What's the old game, Lisa? Like freeze. If you make it to base, they can't touch you. Base. Let me
trust
find
me,
out.
them slaves probably all knew where to go. Oh, such and such county, they don't sell slaves. Oh shit, I'm going there. They knew where this was.
No
Okay,
boy.
so this came out recently, Patrice Cullors. Oh man. It is said that she got flooded with $4.2 million that she did not disclose in 2020. And these funds came from tech giants as donations to the
Mm-hmm.
BLM organization. And
Mm-hmm.
she hid the fact that she got this money and did not disclose it when she filed her taxes back in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And we know BLM is shady. We already
But
know this, but
so
this
look,
reinforces it.
but this the weird shit, right? That nobody is talking because everybody want to dump on her for being a fraud, and okay, I get it. But this is my problem. That tech person gave them the money. That is not black people, right?
Right.
These are not black people she got the money from. They gave the money to her to do what?
Right. This definitely not us because it came out of the tech companies in
Exactly. So,
Silicon Valley, and you
and they
know damn
making it
well black
seem
folks
like,
don't have that.
right, and they making it seem like she defrauded a bunch of black people. None of us gave her no money. These white people gave her money. But to
Mm-hmm.
do what? And why all of a sudden can they sue her now for the money that they gave her? See,
Right.
this is my thing. Why? Listen simply, Kena, think about it. Why she need to go to jail for money that they gave her to do what? She went out, she protested. We didn't fuck with her. So y'all gotta take a loss on that. Why she gotta go to jail? Don't that happen all the time?
Yes, actually, it does. Even if that even happened with Trump. Trump had a bunch of shell corporations set up
Kay
as
Johnson.
charities.
Kay
And
Johnson, I want you, hold on, let me help Kay Johnson real quick, Lisa.
mhm,
Kay Johnson, use your brain. You talking about to profit off Black death. She profited off Black death by just saying Black Lives Matter, and these white people gave her money. They didn't give her money to profit off of Black death. They gave her money to do what? This is tax evasion. This is money that she hid. She in trouble for tax evasion. They trying to make it seem like she in trouble for fraud, but she in trouble for tax evading.
mhm.
Because really, none of that money came from us. All that money came from white people. So they gave her that money. No, they didn't give her no money to profit because none of us gave her money. Press 1 if y'all donated $1 to Black Lives Matter. I've given one.
I did not donate 1 red cent to Black Lives Matter.
Thank you. So she
And
didn't get
and
no money. Right.
and why the hell
So
would I
my,
give $1 to a lesbian anyway? 3 of them,
right, but
actually.
who wasn't talking about our agenda? It would be no purpose. So what I'm saying is, y'all, they trying to make this seem like she frauded black people. No, she didn't. We knew she wasn't about shit. This is about her not paying her taxes. Let's never forget that.
Mhm. Yeah. So I got another video coming up, and y'all stay tuned for that. It'll come out around midnight. Candace Owens did a pull up on Patrice Colors at her house. And
And said what?
Candace Owens is a big fraud. Now she go, how you gonna do a roll up on somebody with a white bodyguard? Candace came up there with a white bodyguard. I was like, Candace, you really truly ain't about shit.
And said what? No, what is she gonna say?
She
Patrice?
was questioning the organization and making accusations that Patrice Colors' home that she lives in is a BLM, sort of like a BLM meeting place. And she was like, no, this is not that. This is my house.
Where the fuck I live
I said,
at?
I think Candace is just jealous. I think Candace is just jealous is because they got more money than she does.
I was about to say Candace jealous that white people gave her more money than they gave her.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
At the end of the day, that's what I think it is.
that's all it's about, Lee. You know that's all it's about. Candace just jealous that them white folks gave her more money. Cause can't remember, Lisa showed y'all. Candace started out trying to be like Patrice, but it didn't end up getting no money.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't make no money. So that's when Candace did the switch. Well, Patrice got rich without doing the switch.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, this about white people like, hold up. We wasn't able to switch the agenda. We gave you a whole bunch of money, and you was supposed to sway the people to roll with us the way we wanted them to roll. We ain't want them to start talking about reparations and actually talking about defunding the police and actually putting in work. We wanted them to start singing Kumbaya and we shall overcome. That's why we gave you all that money. They couldn't punish her, y'all. But you can't punish nobody for that unless this nigga's so dumb that they trying to hide the money that they clearly got from government agents.
Mm-hmm.
And they talk and they figured out, oh well, we can't do nothing to her. Oh, she didn't claim that money. We got her.
Mm-hmm. Now, see,
So
that's what I'm saying. Candace, how you gonna roll up on somebody with a white guard? Candace, that's what I want to know.
shit.
I was like, no, see, Candace, when people do roll-ups, they come by themselves and roll up at a house. You know,
Shit.
ain't nobody bringing no white bodyguards in. And I said, and what's up with that, Candace? You don't want to hire nobody that looks like yourself as a bodyguard?
Mm-hmm.
Probably wouldn't trust them.
You know, I just gotta be honest about this. I mean, we really is talking about two grifters bitching and moaning about who got the most money, just like VZ said.
Right. That's
Yeah,
it.
well,
I'm about to say,
you'll see when my video comes out on that. I did
right.
a
I'm gonna
video on
watch
that that's
that
coming
joint.
out. But
Christopher Clipper, you should have listened to what KD just said. The word ain't crook. Patrice is a grifter and she's a tax evader.
yeah,
But
yes.
she ain't steal no money from black people, so I don't care. See, y'all niggas got to understand the game for real. She got her money from white people, not nobody black, no harm, no foul as far as I'm concerned. She don't speak for me.
No,
We
definitely don't
got
speak
the
for me.
narrative. Right. We
Mhm.
got the narrative. So really, that's what Lisa was reading to y'all. That she in trouble for tax evasion. Y'all didn't even listen to Lisa read that to y'all. Ain't that what the article said, Lisa?
Yes. She failed to pay her taxes on money she received, $4.2 million in 2020.
And,
From white.
common sense say if
And
you
that
didn't
came
report
from
it, you're obviously gonna try to hide the money.
yeah,
But
and
hold up.
that came from tech companies in Silicon Valley. So you know that didn't come from any of our people.
Yeah, Brenda. I not you, Brenda. I'm talking about the people who still say she a crook. Well, who did she steal from? Not me. Exactly. These motherfuckers gave her money. They not complaining about the money they gave her. The IRS is complaining that, hold up, bitch, they gave you a lot of money and you ain't trying to tell us. And the reason she hiding all that money, because then that's when we gonna go, hold up, bitch. They gave you that money because you was supposed to be out there marching for the family. You ain't getting no money to nobody and none of
Right.
these families.
And I did mention that in the video too when it comes out. You'll hear.
Right. Now that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need to be saying. Hold up, bitch. You ain't getting no money to none of these families, you rotten bitch.
And
Mm-hmm.
then on top of that, you know that their organs are being harvested as we speak. And yet people go have an issue with that.
You lost me right there, Kay. But what I do know is this. That bitch didn't steal from us. That bitch stole from white people. And what we call
That's true.
the family suing her because she got $4.2 million off using their kid's
Right.
name.
She didn't break them off nothing.
She didn't break them off nothing, Christopher. That's why she gets sued because she's a rotten bitch.
Mm-hmm.
She used their kids' names to get that 4.2 million from them white people. She ain't give them people none of that money. I
That's
ain't
right.
say she didn't
And
do
if
that.
y'all remember, Trayvon's father and Tamir Rice's mother brought that out.
Yeah.
How they used the name of their sons, but did not give the family a dime.
That's it right there. She used their
Okay.
name. That's it.
Right. That's what she did. She used their name. She used their fucking name.
Yeah.
That they want, and they want that motherfucking money too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt about that. So I'm sure we're going to be hearing a lot in the news in the coming months about BLM and their situation with the money, because that seems to be coming up a lot more often these days.
Yeah, I'm about to say, first of all, you can't say she a crook. That's just the suit. And listen to me when I say, Chris, the family ain't gonna win shit. Taxes gonna take all her money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you go and hush with that right there. Family won't get a dime. All her money will be going to Uncle Sam and the Ukraine.
Yeah, Ukraine apparently.
And if you really think about it, I mean, if the let's just say if Uncle Sam catches you hiding money, I guarantee you he's gonna win that battle every single time. Patrice Cullors will not come out on top with this.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you, JB.
Okay, the high gas prices. I know everybody have seen this. If you didn't, you must be under a rock for real. So it was a survey done recently, and Americans are saying they are changing their habits on places that they go, cutting down on trips, not, just going any and everywhere like they used to. But yes, the gas prices are still outrageous as Joe Biden is shipping all the money out of America and
The
justifying
Ukraine.
to you why you need to pay more at the pump. A war that's a half a world away, you're paying higher prices because of that.
Lisa, the gas so high. The other day, the Domino's man told me come meet him down the street. He said, "Look, I can't come all the way down there, man. Gas too high, man. I can't. I gotta save me a little bit. Can you
Mhm.
meet me at the corner?"
Yeah.
They leaving. They leaving motherfucking Amazon packages at the 7-Eleven. Just say, "Look, man, y'all come, y'all
Okay.
just come get them from here, man. Look, the fuck
Wow.
this. We can't afford the gas."
Yo, you can't. And y'all, the billionaires are running. It says that the billionaires now don't notify me over nothing. It says the billionaires are buying up second passports and fleeing the hell up on out of America.
Uh-huh. They going to Sweden where look,
We
where they
go to
got
Sweden.
Right, where they got
In Sweden.
legalized weed, nationalized health care, a guaranteed welfare system. Why they complaining about that shit over here?
We going to Sweden.
And they also
Yeah,
got them accounts where they can really hide their money too.
yeah, that too, right?
Mm-hmm. Now, see, when your wealthy people start running, that's a sign. That might be a clear sign that your government is failing.
Right. Meanwhile, they complaining about socialism, then going to socialist
Right. Then
countries.
they
It's
run to
funny.
socialism. Ain't that something? They
Right. Ain't
always
that
do
some
that.
they
Look,
always do
they
that.
always do that. Remember the lockdown? As soon as the
Yeah.
country locked down, white people were all over the internet crying and asking for the government to help them. I thought
Yeah.
y'all don't like socialism. Wait a minute.
I thought they was African. Hey, Lisa, I thought they was African the way they were talking. The government is the government. Is the
Uh-huh. I mean, they were the first ones all over the internet crying, who's gonna help me? I'm not working. I need help. I need money. I'm like, wow, look who's the first ones on the internet whining.
Man, this shit.
Yeah, nobody's into socialism, but
Right.
when that lockdown happened, looked like everybody was into socialism then. What happened to pull yourself up by the bootstraps? I guess they had amnesia about that.
Right. Gas prices so motherfucking high. You take an Uber down the street, you get $37. What? Motherfucking gas is high. We had to up rates. Y'all notice everything that went up a little bit because gas is high.
Everything. Food, gas, and now that people are struggling to get baby food, they are talking about a food shortage. Joe Biden said, food may be a lot tougher to get. And I'm like, okay, but you're sending all the money to Ukraine, and you know what's going on here, right?
I am so
I mean,
glad you said food.
look at the damn delivery trucks. I mean, they got to pay more at the pump, so that's causing
Yeah.
the
Yep.
Thank
so-called
you for
flow
bringing
to
that
even
up.
slower.
Thank you for bringing that up, KD, because there's a shortage on diesel fuel in America too.
But hold up, Lisa Cabrera, my sister, because we are brother and sister like that, we are kindred spirits, and we both share a love of this thing, sis. Have you noticed it ain't no fucking cherries?
Yes.
And I
Yes.
ain't seen none.
Now one.
Not one. Y'all should know from years of listening to this broadcast. Me and Lisa always talk about, hey, LPZ, I got some cherry. Lisa, I just got some. They was cheap and they was good. I ain't found one. And I don't know where they are.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. They probably going to Ukraine.
Fuck them. They about to die. They don't need no
They're
cherry.
sending everything else over there.
Send them motherfuckers Vienna sausages and Chef Boyardee. They need rations.
Send them the Vienna sausage and mayonnaise.
Right. Prince Judah, it ain't no damn it ain't even no GMO cherries.
Mm-hmm.
Wegmans and Moco got some. So I got to drive all the way to Montgomery County.
Now, I'm with you, LVZ. Send them the Vienna sausage and mayonnaise. That's all they need.
Right. We will eat the mayo and we will kill the Russian. How the fuck do y'all know this?
I don't think things are going so well over there, LVZ, with those Ukrainians. I think a lot of this news they're giving us over here is BS. I got a video coming out tomorrow, and it talks about the Russians are intercepting all of the military aid coming out of the West.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Military aid that makes, and I got the video coming out. The military aid that makes it into the Ukraine, the Russians have been pinpointing where it is and bombing it.
Yeah, I heard about
that. They're not getting to use none of that stuff.
Yeah, so much for the wicked sanctions.
Mm-hmm. That's why, if you notice, every time Ukraine is addressing the American people, they're always crying about military aid. That's because Russia is intercepting a lot of this shit and taking it.
KD, Lisa, I just thought of something ingenious. And this channel, on this channel, y'all always get breaking news and cutting edge information. And I'm gonna teach all you kids how to get off, because I'm not draft eligible. I can't go into no military service. You can look it up. I'm not allowed. And my kids probably ain't allowed.
LVZ ain't going nowhere. Because when they
knock
on his door, LVZ gonna be on the other end with a weed, with a big blunt.
Yeah. They were like, well, but nah.
They'll be like, man,
I'm gonna tell you how you get out there though. This is what you'll do. Even if I ain't smoke weed and I was of age and they come, Mr. Smith, we want you to go over there and aid the Ukrainians. I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. Why not? All them motherfuckers look alike. I'm shooting everybody. All them motherfuckers is white. They all look alike to me. I wouldn't know which one was which. I'm not a good one to shoot. Well, one of them is speaking Ukrainian and one is speaking Russian. All that shit sound like Russian. I'm shooting both of them. Well, the Russians have blonde hair with brown eyes, and they have blonde hair with green eyes. They both got blonde hair, white skin. Yeah, I'm shooting both of them. You got look. You can't send me in the middle of a white war. Everybody looks like the enemy to me. That's what I'm gonna tell them. My bad. You know you were. You got me. I can't go to this war. Why not? You can't send me to a white war. Why? Everybody looks like the enemy. Every last body. Seriously.
Well, everybody. They said they got 20,000 mercenaries over there. And I did the story on that one dude that got killed over there. He was a former U.S. Marine. And he got killed over there fighting as a mercenary. Got his dumb ass cap peeled. Last name was Cancel. I said, well, that's what happened to him. He was canceled. Okay. You were canceled. Ukraine has just saved money. We don't have to pay. They never got his body either, LVZ. Nope. They said it was heavy. It was a heavy gun battle going on when he got killed. And they said the battle was going on for some time. So they had to leave his body out there the whole time they were in that heavy gun battle. He out there in a mass grave. Yeah, they said they couldn't retrieve his body because it was just too many, too many shots were fired. Oh, they showing them somewhere on CNN, burnt up in the middle of the road after they shot a bomb right there. Damn, rough way to go. Hey, look, that's about to happen to that Bama Nash. What's his name? Malcolm Nash. Malcolm Nash. And look at all them old black men talking about they gonna go over there and fight. I was like, boy, I don't know what's wrong with people. Yeah, let them if they all look like Russians to you. Yeah. Press 1 if they all look like Russians to you. Beep. Yeah, everybody in the chat room. Am I the only one? Press 1. If they drop you off in the middle of a white war, don't they all look like Russians to you? What are you doing? You killed 6 of them. Look, I even put my 2 ones in there. I saw. Hell yeah, they all look the same out. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all know I'm not funny. I'm telling the damn truth. Y'all gonna be like, hey, Joe Biden send Hunter over there. He ain't doing nothing but sitting around being a crackhead anyway. Put him to use. Send him over there. Yeah, I can't distinguish. All y'all look the same. Sir, I'm just going to have to confess my ignorance. All of that shit sounds like Russian to me. I'm shooting everybody, anybody that don't speak English. And
if he white and speak English with a certain accent, he might catch a
Well,
shot.
I want to volunteer Hunter Biden. He need to go. Why can't he go?
Right.
I send Hunter Biden and Jim Clyburn's grandkids. Send them too.
Right.
No,
You
why
can't send me. You can't send none of my kids. They won't know the difference. Soon as they get off the plane, yak, 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 yak. They yakking shit up. The Russians thought they had me. Those were Ukrainians. I ain't know. Yak, 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 yak. My bad. Yak, 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 yak. Why are you still shooting Ukrainians? I guess y'all mad. Yak, 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 yak.
Well, like I said, since Joe Biden is in the donating mood, let him donate his son to go over there and fight. Look at old crackhead Hunter Biden out there on the battlefield. He'd be out there on the battlefield looking for crack.
Right. Hey, can I score some blow? There's no blow over here. What are you talking about?
If I had to go over there talking about I've been looking forward to that Russian crack. Y'all got some Russian crack? Or some Russian crack?
Right. What the fuck is Russian crack?
I don't know, but he'll be over there looking for it.
Hey, you been saying, man, them Russian soldiers dumb as shit, though. Let's be honest. The Russians got some
soldiers are stupid too.
I was about to say both of them stupid. This war gonna last 1,000 years, Lisa. Hey, y'all. I hate to say this shit. This is the Special Olympics war. This is the Special Olympics war, y'all. This the motherfucker Ritalin kids versus the motherfucker Percocet kids. This is crazy.
Ritalin kids, wow.
Yeah. This shit is crazy. This war gonna last forever. This too dumb.
But I was laughing in the beginning. It was all these white people going out on YouTube. They're not gonna go in there. Now this will be over. This will just blow over. They're not gonna go in there. And then when Russia went in there, well, they went in there, but it ain't gonna last long, y'all. This will probably be over in about a week or two. And now it's going. What? We're well past 60 days, right?
Yeah.
They don't have nothing to say now. I was laughing at them. I was like, y'all know you're wrong.
And then look, remember that fake ass president acting all tough? That motherfucker hiding now. You ain't seen that president no more, have you?
Well, he popped up last weekend with Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, they told you that lie. That they filmed that shit somewhere in Ukraine. Them motherfuckers was in Poland. You know them.
I wouldn't.
He got a body double over there. You know how they do.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker about to shit on. Them bombs went off in this town. He about to shit on himself in Kiev.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right, Christopher Clipper. I did a video on that Putin is preparing his people because he said the war is going to be with NATO too. And so he was preparing them, getting them ready. Because they said they're going to go after NATO.
This is the worst. This is my worst nightmare. Ever since a kid, I was always scared that a nuclear war would happen because white people don't got no sense. And it will be one white man who was so stupid that he was willing to push that shit to the brink. And I knew the white people over here are so scared, they'll nuke the whole world before they give up.
That's what I kept telling them because they're like on the media over here talking about Putin is losing the war. I was like, y'all don't know Putin. Let me tell you, I may not be an expert. Putin will nuke them damn Ukrainians before he take a loss.
About to say that
if Putin feel like he gonna lose this war, he will nuke them damn people, and that's why I keep thought.
Thank you, Lisa, because that's why I keep saying when I watch the news, I was like, I wish y'all don't ever report that I just wish Ukraine just lay the fuck down. People say, why? I said, because they gonna nuke them people
They
if this
will.
shit take two. It's
They
already
will.
getting
He's
embarrassing.
not going to take a loss. Putin
Right.
is not going to take no loss. So every time they get on the news here talking about little Ukraine is holding their own, no, they won't. Because let me tell you something, Putin will pull out the big guns if he feel like he's losing.
That's such fucking idiot, Lisa. I don't even know why the hell they're even reporting it. They know Putin is armed to the T with nuclear bombs and all types of technology over there. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, he ain't gonna take no loss, KD. He is not gonna accept no loss with Ukraine.
Lady Tifa just said it. He gonna use chemical and nuke them.
Yeah, yes, he will.
The first day gonna be chemical weapons, and then be like, look, I'm tired of it. It's getting embarrassing. We was supposed to run y'all over in a week. Y'all little bitch ass country. We Russia. This shit ain't supposed to take this long. Too many people dying in Russia. I gotta drop this motherfucking chemical. We gonna talk some shit. We gonna send an airstrike, and he gonna nuke the shit out them people.
You gonna see them people on TV with their skin melting off of them. That's what you're gonna see. Because I'm telling you, they haven't been right about Putin in this country yet in the news. And we, like people like myself and LVZ that do videos on this, we more right than the mainstream news.
Exactly. And I see some of y'all putting y'all scriptures in, but y'all know I ain't the holiest person. This is how I look at it. How long you think people gonna sit back and look at not using nuclear weapons, and we the ones white people here telling white people around the world, you bet not use nuclear weapons, when white people here are the only people in recorded history to ever use them? That's where they get their bully pulpit from. Sooner or later, somebody's going to realize, the only reason everybody's scared of America because of what they did to Japan.
Right. But see, even Putin ain't scared of America, though.
No.
He pretty much been telling Joe Biden to go to hell. He ain't listening to Joe Biden's ass at all. He's not listening to them. And y'all, I was looking at how much Russia pays for gas. Russia is paying $2.76 for gas. In America, over here struggling, paying almost double and triple that amount.
Right. Because they ripping us off.
Now, how is it that the gas prices go up in America because of the Russia-Ukraine war, but it's not going up in Russia, and Russia is directly involved in the damn war? Ask yourself that. Does this make even any sense?
And we don't even get fuel like that from Russia.
Yeah. Never did.
Yeah, Chris, we know Russia got their own oil supply, and they fund and they strip them.
And remember, LVZ, they also got Crimea. All of Crimea is controlled by the Russians, and that is just loaded with oil.
Yeah, I'm about to say Crimea is an oil reserve. They stole that back. Well, not really stole it back. They said, "Give me that shit back,"
and they took it back too. And America, in the meantime, was sitting their asses over here talking about, give Crimea back. Yeah, like they're going to listen to you.
All this shit is about, for real, if the Peckerwoods ain't try to kill Hugo Chavez and then finally give him cancer, they be able to do business with Venezuela like George Bush did, and the gas prices will go back down low. But these motherfuckers too stubborn. They got
to do that because you remember LVZ, Saudi Arabia won't even talk to Biden. He won't even return his calls.
Exactly. That's why I say he gotta go to Maduro. He gotta go to Nicolas Maduro. But Maduro don't trust this Peckerwood ass, and I don't blame him.
I don't blame him.
You try to get a coup against me, you and Obama bitch ass. I ain't fuck with y'all.
In fact, they're not even talking about Venezuela anymore.
Right.
They're not even talking about that on their mainstream lying news.
Right. They got to be quiet about them now because Venezuela gonna start giving them some. I heard they did a deal. That's why I said, well, why is the gas going up?
Right.
Venezuela did a deal with us. We getting cheap gas again. I'm like, oh yeah, like K. Johnson put in. It's about making profit here. So in the middle of a war, pandemic, and inflation, going on recession, these crackers know y'all ain't making no money and still raise the prices.
Mm-hmm.
They still gonna make a profit in a year where everything supposed to be bad anyway for them.
Mm-hmm.
The rich still getting richer, y'all.
Yeah, they're a bunch of bitch asses running away and trying to run in them damn holes in the ground they got. But yeah, the rich
Right.
are definitely richer. They're just a bunch of bitches. That's all. That's
all.
what the rich is. A bunch of bitches with money.
Bitches with money, and it's a bunch of ignorant bastards that run around to help support their lifeline. Because for real, the minute you realize you ain't shit but a peon for, like you said, a bitch, you realize, hold up, I'm doing all the work. Why the fuck is he receiving all the proceeds? This shit need to be distributed equally. I give you props. If it's your idea, you might deserve a bigger share. But motherfucker, I ain't supposed to be poor when you rich.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck where it is. You work at McDonald's.
None of us in our community should be poor.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I used to tell people, don't ridicule a nigga for working at McDonald's. Ridicule McDonald's for not paying that nigga what he worth.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. These motherfuckers over 80 trillion served. Well, you can't give a nigga a motherfucker decent salary, all them burgers you slang.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Joe Biden, that's another whiny ass bitch. She think Joe Biden's biggest problem is Kamala. Oh, he needs a different VP. No, he don't need no different VP because we still got your little asshole husband that's going to be president. It doesn't matter who the VP is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, hey, you know what? Real motherfuckers, I don't vote, but motherfuckers that vote should be like, man, we should take vice president just off the menu. Why? Because they really don't do shit. What the fuck do you do? You are just the overglorified secretary.
What is Mike Pence remembered for?
Right.
Remember no damn VP.
I remember. Right. You ain't even an assistant coach. All the other the defense secretary do more than you. Only vice president that ever had control was Dick Cheney. Everybody knows that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. So
and all we got in the end is a cackling bitch.
Yeah,
Kamala ain't shit. No, we didn't like her. Look, she lost the presidential nomination. Remember, she thought black people were going to vote for her, and she didn't get voted for. And then Roland Martin, they didn't vote for Kamala. Shut up, Roland. Shut up. Nobody wants to vote for damn Kamala.
My man said, if they had called me, what I would have done, they should have called me. She would. I said that bitch still would have got elected, and she still got clowned.
Uh-huh.
What, like you got Hillary Clinton elected, Roland? What the fuck was Roland talking about? I remember that shit, Lisa. That shit made me. I said, hold up, motherfucker.
Roland was mad that Kamala got kicked out and she didn't make the nomination. Kamala had zero chance of getting the nomination for president.
You know what Roland Martin don't realize? Why the Democratic Party really don't fuck with him and why people stay away from him. Do everybody really know? Everybody knows. It was when Tariq Nasheed did the I dance. When he did that, with her dancing, with her dancing, and I helped make that little cut video with that shit. That ended Roland Martin's career. Because what happened was, not only did Hillary Clinton lose, Hillary Clinton lost black votes when Roland Martin started dancing. Tell the truth.
Yeah, Roland.
Tell the truth. You know how to do the wobble. You gonna lose the black. You gonna lose. They have the black vote. Come on, let's do the wobble. Come on, let's do it, master.
Yeah, you're right about that. Gary Taylor, he was butt sore over Van Jones getting that $100 million from Jeff Bezos. Roland was pissed about that.
He was. And then he got the hating on the money. See, that's all good, but Van don't do media. Because all I need be 10 million. I said, this nigga is out here pleading. This nigga sound like Jerry Lewis. Is this the telethon? If you say $10, you can feed a starving. You can feed a starving. What's her name?
You can feed a starving Roland.
Yeah, and I can move from my garage to the shed. This nigga said he can move from the garage to the shed if y'all said $10.
Roland, I think he needs to realize he ain't getting back on mainstream news.
No,
he ain't never getting back on there. He do them little guest appearance, but as far as having a show, no, he ain't getting on there with no show.
The Donna Brazile scandal with Hillary Clinton, then the dancing thing, that fucked Hillary Clinton's chances up.
And
they
then
look
that jacked up. Remember that jacked up interview he did with Richard Spencer?
Yeah.
You remember that? Because that messed him up too.
But look, white people wasn't mad with. I'm trying to tell you, sis. The DOC, the reason he can't get back on TV, he looked at as one of the people who lost the election for Hillary Clinton. That's how white people look at him. Him and Donna Brazile. Therefore, listen, y'all, he'll never get back on TV because of that. And that's why Kamala didn't fuck with him. They look at like, oh no, motherfucker, we saw what happened to Hillary. And and if y'all don't believe me, somebody else got punished too for fucking with Hillary Clinton. And don't nobody want to talk about it, but I'm gonna bring it up. Mary J. Blige.
Oh yeah, I remember that interview she did with Hillary. Woo, that was scary.
That was horrible, wasn't it? When she did the slang.
Scary J. Blige.
Oh my soul. Wasn't that what she was saying? Lord, my soul. She was singing something like that.
Yeah, the worst part is even Hillary was looking at her like she lost her mind.
She was like, oh, fuck, nobody black is going to vote. And think about this. Y'all like, well, what happened to Mary J. Blige? Other than her career fucked up, she ended up losing that case to her husband and ended up having to pay him a whole bunch of money. I bet you that was a Hillary Clinton judge. I bet y'all money. I'm telling y'all, I bet y'all money.
Yeah.
She ends up broke now, on tour, 87 years old with that motherfucker 1993 wig glued to her head.
She had, I remember she did the Super Bowl. Poor Mary. She never did dancing down with her singing. Like everybody, I was like, wow. I looked at her dancing. I said, Mary, you definitely dance like a woman your age.
Damn sure do. Look. She went from what's
She's
the
a
411 to what's your 401k?
she's
That's what she
definitely a
went
better
from.
singer than dancer. Her dancing
Right,
is like below average.
right. Somebody said singing Real Love in a Walker. Right,
Mm-hmm.
right. I'm searching for a real love in all these nursing homes. And this old man is my. She'll be searching for real love and motherfucker assisted living
Yeah.
Well, all I
with her
gotta say
life.
about she better get her damn royalties because she ain't got too much longer.
Yeah, it's over with, man.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was over when she was singing on that chicken commercial
Oh
for
my goodness, I remember
for
that.
Burger King.
I remember that.
Look, she must ain't learned from MC Hammer. That's normally the end of your career when you singing about chicken. When they get a nigga to sing about chicken, your career's over, nigga. Don't never sing about chicken, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Hey y'all, one of the members of Earth, Wind, and Fire died, I think like last week. Y'all
Oh,
remember the sax player Andrew Woolfolk? He passed.
so now, shit, that's him and Maurice, right?
Yes. Yeah, he
Them
passed.
pretty soon, them motherfuckers just gonna be wind.
Yeah, well, them men are in their 60s and 70s now. They're not spring chickens anymore.
They lose any more members, they gonna be Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, they lost another member. I think it said he was with them for like 20 years. He was with
Yeah.
the band for 20 years.
Dang.
A
Damn.
long time. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I remember when Mary did that chicken commercial because everybody was like, Mary, what the hell are you doing? A lot of people were questioning her on why she did that.
See, Hillary was questioning my.
Del, Phil Bailey is still here. In fact, he
Yeah,
was the
Philip.
one that announced it on social media that Andrew Woolfolk died.
Yeah.
Oh, just Earth, huh? It'll be just
Yeah.
Earth.
It'll be just Earth. No, all them going in the Earth. All the Earth is gone. That was Maurice.
Well, I mean, he the leader of the group.
Yeah.
I think he was the one that put them together.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. That's the Earth right there.
Mm-hmm.
They just wind and fire. I told you they pretty soon will be Wi-Fi. The ND and the RE on fire are gonna be going to be Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, So the only good thing I might keep an eye on, y'all, the G20 is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all know what the G20 is.
The summit with the at first I was about to say, man, they finally coming out with a new Infinity Joan. I'm gonna get me one of them. But then I realized you ain't talking about a car. You talking about
no. The G20 is coming up, y'all.
Summit.
And
summit.
Putin said he won't be there.
Yeah, because he got invited.
And Putin said he is attending the G20.
Yeah, because he got invited by somebody else, right? Another country. Because remember they had banned him from being in the joint. And then another country said, man, fuck that big head Peckerwood. You can come with me. George and Biden said, here's the deal. I'm going to tell Putin when I see him. Look here, Greg.
I don't know. See, LVZ, I think he's gonna be falling up the steps like he did the last time getting into Air Force One. He's gonna be falling up the steps again.
I think he's gonna forget his name in the middle of the conversation and call him Greg 3 times. Listen here, Greg.
Get some
What? My name is Vladimir. Yeah, that's right, Vladimir. But look, the U.S. won't be putting up with any of your malarkey, Greg. Here's the deal, Greg.
no, 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 no,
Call
no,
them
no.
Greg and shit.
What will make the news if Joe Biden is going up the steps and Putin is right behind him? The people yelling, push, push, push.
Look, Putin little short ass got bad feet. I don't fuck with his Russian ass either. He walking up the steps all duck footed behind. I'm going to push you down. He got a small man complex.
I want to see, because Joe Biden, he going to try to get over there with his 90-year-old ass trying to be a badass.
Yeah,
20.
but Putin be over there in Russia rigging half his fights. Remember when he got the black belt? The man just let him flip him and shit.
Yes.
I will kill your mother if you fight back and poison your grandfather. Man, Putin's I don't respect him neither, man.
Come on, none of these leaders are worth
yeah, I'm about to say all these,
none of them are.
right. I'm about to say that Peckerwood had a cakewalk his whole life using the government at his will to do whatever he wants.
He probably already told one of his guards, when we get to G20, I'm going to get smart with Joe Biden. If he swing, I'm going to use you as my shield, my human shield.
Listen, I'm going to do him like Will Smith when I see him. I'm going to give him a good Will Smith. He said he's going to give him a Will Smith, Lisa. So he see Biden.
In his case, a Willie Smith.
We're going to give you a Willie Smith. He's going to smack the shit out of Biden.
And Biden will probably spin around and go, where am I? Am I at the White
House? Here's the deal, Greg. You didn't have to smack me. Damn it, Greg.
And Biden is he's so damn old and out of his mind. He'll be halfway through cussing Putin out and then forget what he was saying and what he was doing.
He gonna call him Gorby and shit, Lisa. Lisa, he gonna call him Gorby. Lisa. Gorby, come on, we've been friends for years. What are you talking about? Come on, Gorby. You met with me and Ron. Ron stood right there. He said, here's the deal. You tear down that wall, and you did a good thing, Mikhail. You can do it again, Gorby. And he gonna think he talking to Gorbachev, Lisa.
Yeah, but see, I think I don't think Joe Biden got the energy to fight Putin. Now, see, Vincent Taylor was like, I would pay to watch Putin and Biden fight. I don't think Biden got the energy to even fight somebody like Putin. And now, see, Putin wouldn't have to pay nobody to take a dive. Joe Biden would just automatically take that dive.
I'm sorry, Lisa. I've been watching all these. I wanted to tell you about this. I'm gonna send you some of these videos too when we off. I'm gonna send you some of these videos I've been watching off this young brother channel. He was just showing, because he's from Chicago. He was showing like just the history of violence in Chicago, period.
Mm-hmm.
Not just black. He was showing white people too. Listen, recently some white dude killed his wife and kids, y'all, and got 15 years. Then they cut it to 5.
Damn.
This motherfucker just walking around in Chicago. And I was looking at.
I'm surprised they ain't raising hell about that.
They ain't do nothing about it.
They think their lives are worth more than ours.
Right. But we keep looking at men like Joe Biden thinking they feeble, old, and weak. Lisa, half them motherfuckers is murderers.
Yeah.
Them old motherfuckers, like, think about Ed Buck is Joe Biden's age, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot smaller than Joe Biden. Now, Joe Biden might fall asleep in the middle of the thing, but I want y'all to understand that Putin talked that good shit, But I know that Joe Biden comes from a long line of real killers. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of them vicious. He one of them he might be Sleepy Joe, but that devil ain't where he at for no reason, y'all. So just remember, them the motherfuckers that stab you when you sleep, stab you in the back, and still capable of killing all their kids.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what age they are. So don't sleep on Sleepy Joe. He do that sleepy act in that caveman. Here's the deal, Jack. I'm gonna choke me a Rooski, baby. He get like Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
He like Hulk Hogan on at least. He already got the hairstyle like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, but Hulk Hogan is also bald.
And Joe Biden is also bald. Look, somebody need to tell him, look, Joe Biden needs to just shave that shit off. He leave it long in the front and try to do a comb back. And it's still, whenever he turn around, you see that big ass hole back there.
They all got that problem because you remember the back of Trump's head was bald. And he grew his hair long from the top down so it would cover up the back of his head, which was bald.
Right.
they all got some serious they're very ultra sensitive about their hair. LVZ is right. They need to just shave the shit off.
Just shave that shit. Oh, that shit looks horrible. Right. He got that Mr. Burns jump. He do. And then whenever he turn around, you see that big hole in his natural. You be like, dude, you're not fooling nobody. Them little strands be trying to cover up that hole. Like, motherfucker, you bald as an eagle. Byron, you know he should let it go. Leave shit that's leaving you. Look, he trying to grow his hair like he gonna be out cruising, catching the ladies. Mm-hmm. Cut that shit off. He married. The man one step away from a grave. You know, he can't win re-election. He might die in the next 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, and let's face it, he married his side chick, Jill.
Right.
You don't marry the side chick, Joe Biden.
Y'all know damn well that man about to die. Shit. And you can't trust these crazy white men that's about to die. They'll shoot shit up. They'll shoot up a mall or something. Y'all know that. One day Biden, I be scared of shit. I be so happy when I see Air Force, because I live around by Andrews Air Force Base. So I see him flying out. I'm like, whoo. I'm glad that crazy old man leaving. People like, wow. One day Biden gonna be in his drawers just shooting down. Shooting the motherfuckers on Suitland Parkway to take a shot. Here's the deal, Jack. You're gonna vote for me. You're gonna vote for me and get in line.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. But we'll see how I'm gonna. If something jumps off, I'm gonna definitely report it. Joe Biden trying to tell Putin, I took my Geritol. I'm ready.
But see, this is the damn reason that Obama didn't want his ass as president anyway, because of all this bullshit that just got brought up.
Man, this is hey, KD. That nigga Biden gonna go there smelling like icy hot and Ben Gay. He gonna drink and
Putin gonna show up smelling like vodka.
Yeah, like vodka. Jack, I can take him.
Yeah, Jim Crow Joe will have his ice cream, but Putin gonna be smelling like vodka.
Right. He could look. Putin gonna dive in, try to get him with the Russian bear hug. He gonna slide off Joe, and that icy hot, that liniment smell gonna burn his eyes. He gonna be like, he gonna be blinded, like like the great Muda spit the green mist in his eye. Biden gonna put him in the old man headlock and just pound away on Putin. Here's the deal. And every punch, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. And then fall asleep in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, you're right. Smirnoff. Yeah, right. That's what Putin gonna smell like. Smirnoff.
Yeah, Putin. Yeah, he gonna be sweating all that liquor. He gonna have that liquor sweat, KD. So you know he gonna be drunk. He gonna whoop Putin ass because Putin gonna be drunk.
What's that delicacy they eat in Russia?
What is it?
I forgot what they call it, but it's a black sausage.
Jesus.
Yeah, you can look it up. It's a black sausage.
Pause.
Yeah. Borscht. There you go. Thank you, Black Mama.
Go ahead, Black Mama.
Caviar. Yep. Caviar.
Yeah,
blood
they do
pudding.
eat caviar.
Yep, there you go, Brother Slide. Blood pudding.
Nah, borscht. They said it's a black. Oh, it's a blood sausage. I don't want
the Germans eat that too. The Germans eat that too. They eat that blood sausage.
I want this is some crazy. They white folks.
Yeah, what you expect? They in Germany they also eat a blood soup. And yes, this is what it sounds like. It's blood from the damn animal.
We just cut his neck and cook the blood. It's delicious. Have a bowl of blood. Nah, motherfucker. I don't want no fucking bowl of blood.
From a duck. And they get the blood out of it and they eat it as a soup.
Man, all of them Europeans don't know how to cook shit. They be eating all types of, they be eating haggis and all this shit. And all of it is the nastiest part of the animal. It's always
right?
It's always right.
You wonder what damn history they went through where that was acceptable.
Right.
We'll eat this. No, not the intestines. That white shit coming out of it. We'll eat that.
Yeah, we eat that. That's delicious. That's the thing about that. They be eating fruit. They love eating anus. Anything with an anus, something wrapped in anus skin and this, because that's what haggis is like.
No, we don't want. No, we don't want the ribs. We want that fat piece under the arm. Yeah, we'll eat that. You're like, what?
I was just looking at the Stanley Tucci joint on the commercial on CNN. He was like, I was really scared. At first, I was nervous about eating the testicles, but he said they're actually delicious. I said, now of all the shit to eat, why are you eating balls? Why you got balls in your jaw? You up here in Italy.
That's because they're eating. That's because they're eating what they don't have.
Right. They eating here. I have a delicious serving of testicles. I don't want no testicles.
And then you see, I remember when I was growing up, they used to have the whole cow's tongue. That would be in the deli. You know, you would see the cow's tongue, right? And it was like, who the hell want to cook with that big old giant tongue? And then you go overseas, they'll be making soup. The soup looking all right, and then all of a sudden they pulling some old big ass tongue out of the
big ass tongue, and they're like, "Nah, I don't want no shit like this."
I just started laughing. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
They do that shit. Hey, you know who loves some tongue? The motherfucking Hispanics. They love them some tongue. They be every store that they have a little restaurant. They be like, "We got that tongue." They be having it. I be like, who the fuck want to taste something that can taste them? You chewing the tongue, talking, this tastes good. The tongue talking, you do too, motherfucker. Nah, I don't want no tongue. Shit.
Yeah, some black people like that tongue. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't put that mess in my
He
food.
be,
I'm
I be
sorry.
cussing them
I
out. I used full disclosure, Lisa, in my younger years, right? I told you I used to work at a farmer's market, and we
can't.
used to sell that shit. And I used to like to have to cut the hog head. Motherfucker be like, old brother come in, yeah, man, let me get some of them hog brains. I'm gonna make some brains in there. I said, look, you know we free. We don't have to eat that no more. He'll bust out laughing and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Said, oh, I see they got the mouth oysters of it. I was like, don't tell me you had a mouthful of nuts, sir. Boy, respect your elders. I'm just saying. I was like, these are
I'm sure
huge.
the way our people make it, that cow tongue probably tastes good, you know. But I just look at them old big old tongues. I just can't. I can't eat it.
Aaron Blaylock, the fuck out of here. I had a steak burrito. It was better. Hey, this nigga bragging about I
No,
ate a
no.
ton.
Christopher Clipper. No, oxtail is good.
Yeah, oxtail is not.
Oxtail is good.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know the
definitely
thing
what.
about oxtail is just actually a tail though. It's just the tail. At first, I don't eat them like I don't eat it like that because I'd rather eat a motherfucker's ox steak than a tail. But oxtail's all right. I
Mm-hmm.
don't look at that the same way I look at organs, internal body parts, shit like
Mm-hmm.
that. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
beef heart. Yeah, I've seen beef heart too.
Right. Yeah. I can't do no motherfucking body parts, the internal organs and shit like that. Just give me, you know what I'm saying, shoulders to hips. That's all I want from the animal. Shoulder to hips, ribs. You can have all that inside, the head. Jamaicans be eating fish with the heads. That's the dumbest shit in the world. I don't want, oh yeah, that's the best part, man. I said, nah. That's the shit you was supposed to throw away. I
Yeah.
want no
No, no,
damn
no, no.
fish.
Black Cobra. I did hear about the guy that got the pig heart. Yeah, I did hear
Yeah,
about
putting
that.
his
And
body.
the heart had a virus, and that's why he died so quickly.
Yeah.
I did hear about that.
Yeah, oxtails ain't bad, but I'm talking about motherfucking yeah, nah, that like this. I don't eat no fish dinner from my Jamaican brothers and sisters because y'all be trying to leave the head on. I don't want shit looking at me.
I know they do that in Europe too. If you ordered, let's say, which I don't eat no more, shrimp, they would give you a plate full of shrimp with the head still on there.
Oh no.
And you know
Those are the
their head looked like a damn cockroach head.
that make you giving that shit right, but my man, if you don't get this shit out of here, what is wrong? Well, get the motherfucking head off. I don't want this shit looking at me.
Yeah, they leave the head on the fish over there too. You order fish, they give you the whole thing, the head, everything. They give you the whole head, whole fish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said they use fish head. Yeah, shoot. Some Jamaicans like eating the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Some Jamaicans like. I told
Yeah,
you the Jamaican.
Asians eat them too. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they do. Asians eat soup with the head just in the fucking soup. I seen that.
But
You
then
ever
again,
seen the fish?
what don't Asians eat? I'm saying they
That's
eat
the truth. I'm
everything.
about to say, Lisa, I'll never forget. I I kept asking my I had an old supervisor who used to we had a bunch of Filipinos work with us. He was like, man, I'm gonna try I wanna try one of them Asian dishes Bulong and them make. I said, no the fuck you don't. He said, why not? Asians normally cook pretty good. I said, no, nigga. You go to the curry out and order chicken wings and fried rice. They don't eat that shit that you make. They eat their food. You don't want none of that shit. I said, this shit smell like garbage. He said, oh, come on, man. You gotta try different food. I said, all right. So one day, dude Boulon bring in some food. He brought in some soup. And he was like, George, I bought you some soup. So they were like, okay. And I laughed and walk off. Like an hour later, he come to me and said, yeah, Smitty, I'm sorry. You was right. So what? He said, man, give me a bowl of soup. The first thing was that shit looked like milk. It was white. And then some fish heads started floating up with the eyes still in it. And I went, nah, man, that's all right. I'm going to be okay. That was what he offered.
Yeah, I don't get heavily into that anymore. There's a
Yeah,
lot of things I ate back in the day that I won't touch now at all.
Seriously, I don't eat nothing but soul food, y'all. That's what we supposed to eat. Slim. I thought about that shit. I told somebody, I don't eat pork, but I tell a brother, look, don't eat that shit every day. Don't eat too much of that shit. But I don't get on them no more about it because I thought about it. My great grandmother, my great great grandmother, how long they lived, and they ate that shit. I was like, all right, well, maybe that's our food now. You know, shoot, Africans eat couscous and all of that. And like y'all said, y'all put y'all little meals they make. Well, soul food what got us through on this plantation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they ate jerk chicken and oxtails. And yeah, that's good. That was their soul food. But that was for them to do what they needed to do over there. They ain't kick ass like we kick ass. Know why? They ain't had collard greens, macaroni and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't had that good baked chicken and a good fish fry. Not like Jim Clyburn fish fry now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, not a Jim Clyburn. They had that.
Yeah, I mean that man, he is something else. But you got to understand, he's been a coon for so long. He don't know what it's like not to be anything but a coon. That's Jim Clyburn.
That's
Man.
true.
Mm-mm.
What you want me to do? I've been buck dancing this long, and I's gonna keep on tapping until I taps out.
Mm-hmm. Well, pork is not a clean animal. That's why so many people don't eat it. And plus, if you want to know what the laws are on meat and, which meat to eat and which not to eat, it's in Leviticus.
And to add to that, many people that indulge in that stuff, they messed around and got sick real quick.
What? Jim Clyburn fish?
What, his fish fry?
I eat fish without the head and stuff like that, but I ain't talking about
Nah,
fish. I'm
I'm talking
talking
about
about
Jim Clyburn fish. That's what I was saying to you. That's the people that got infected, the people who ate Jim Clyburn fish. They ate it and stopped bucking their eyes, KD. Is that what you telling me, brother?
They must have got his fish and got sick. I mean, that's a whole nother story.
I thought you were saying he was serving coon and catfish out there.
Maybe he
Was
was. I
it
don't know.
catfish? Because
Yeah, coon
in the
and
South, in the South, they love some catfish.
it was coon and catfish with eye bucket and cornbread.
Where my father's from. My father was from Irwin County, Georgia, in Ocilla. And when you go down there, their most famous and well-known restaurant is called the Catfish House.
Mm-mm-mm.
And it's black owned, and it been there probably long before I was even born. It's been around that long, but they call it the Catfish House. And it's a real popular spot that people go to when they go down in that area.
Yeah, catfish house. I need to go ahead down there. I ain't gonna eat no damn catfish. Hey, look, y'all ain't got no whiting. No damn catfish. You got some.
They got other things on the menu, but the catfish is like the big thing they sell. Let me see if I can pull it up so y'all can see this because everybody goes there when they go down there. The Catfish House. And they've been there for decades. I mean, a long, long time. Let me see. Let me share my screen. But this is the same town that my father grew up down there in Ocilla, Georgia. Thank you, Black Cobra. Let me pull hold on one second. Let me just show this real fast. Thank you for the super chat. This is down in Ocilla, Georgia, and this is the Catfish House. This is I believe this is their menu. But yeah, that's their big feature is catfish in Ocilla, Georgia. And everybody that comes into that area always goes over to the Catfish House. The Catfish House. And that place has been there forever now. It's been there forever.
These motherfuckers is in here eating nuts. What is this?
Well, yeah, you're not supposed to eat catfish. The catfish don't have scales. That's the thing.
Yeah,
it don't have scales.
See, Lisa, that's the type of fish I was talking about. The clean fish without the scale. I mean, with the scales. That's what I was talking about.
Right. But catfish don't have scales. That's a fish you're not supposed to have. You see them big ass whiskers on them fish, y'all?
No bullshit.
Man, them whiskers on a catfish them things are longer than my damn arm. Big old whiskers on them.
Somebody said Asians eat right. That's no bullshit. Asians eat like cockroaches. Seriously. Hey, that's why they smell like that.
and not just that, they cook live cat, rat, and dog too.
And they eat like octopus. They'll eat a live octopus too.
And they eat roaches. They eat motherfucking spiders.
Rats.
They'll eat. Yeah, it's not nothing they want, man. They'll grab some bushes and some motherfucking frog eggs.
Yep,
and
that's
throw
right.
That shit.
That's right, gang. Well, yes, catfish get periods. That's very true. They sure do.
Shit, and then take some catfish period blood and some. It's
a scavenger fish. It eats all the junk that's that's in the rivers they're in. They eat the other fish poo and all that stuff. I mean, it's a scavenger fish. But
right,
see, you ever watch them catch them things, especially the big ones?
Yeah, when they be at the bottom,
they'll bite the hell out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get bigger than humans. You can even go and pull up some of the pictures where people go in there and catch them. The fish as long as they are. And them suckers will bite the hell out of you. Yeah, catfish get periods. Yes, they do. That's why it's a fish you're not supposed to eat. Plus, it, like I said before, it don't have scales.
Motherfuckers eat. Them motherfuckers will eat. They will eat anything. They'll make a meal out of it. Look at this shit here. Shit, they eat chitlin.
Catfish will eat anything. You drop something in a river where they are, they'll just eat it. You could probably drop a hog head in there and the catfish will eat it.
Lisa, did you know that Asians eat chitlins?
Yeah, I bet you they eat the whole pig.
Yeah, they do. But they make look, do you know at the motherfucking casino, it's a soup that's like $70. It's the pig intestine soup.
Wow.
The pig intestine pho. Man, the motherfuckers be coming up there early in the morning. No pig intestine? No, we don't have yet, though. You have to wait.
Yeah.
They be in there.
those animals, they're still talking about the fish. Those animals like shrimp and catfish and stuff, they're supposed to keep the water clean. You're not supposed to
Clean.
eat them at all. You know, you used to like catfish nuggets. Yeah, I had an uncle that used to love catfish.
My father would never let me eat catfish, like shrimp, crab, stuff like that. We ate that, but we ain't eat
Uh-huh.
no. He used to say that shit. He's like, nah, he can't eat no catfish. It's a bottom feeder.
There's some ugly looking fish when you look at them too. The ugly
Yeah, they
ass
are.
fish.
They used to look like fat eels. That's why I
Yeah,
never
with
wanted to eat.
whiskers.
Right. They look
Yeah,
like fat ass eels, don't
yeah,
they?
yeah.
If you really think about it, like this motherfucker is this. I said, Dad, it's a green eel. He said,
Mhm.
no. I'll never forget the first. I said, that eel is big. He said, no, that's a catfish. Throw that motherfucker back. We can't eat that.
Yeah, see, when you grow up in the South, a lot of people grew up on that stuff. That's why down there you can have a catfish house because a lot of those folks that live in that area, they grew up eating catfish. So it was not it's nothing for them to eat it. Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm trying to tell people. See, I understand, and a lot of y'all new awakening that y'all eat different. But what I want y'all to understand is a lot of y'all ancestors didn't have that awakening, and they still lasted a long time. So look, we can't belittle our brothers and sisters who ain't on that same walk. That's all I'm saying. Based on that, I feel y'all. I don't eat no pork. I don't eat no catfish. I just don't. But
Hmm.
there's other motherfuckers that do.
Yeah. And a lot of that stuff they were eating during slavery because in many cases, a lot of the slaves, after they got finished working in the fields, they had to get their own food.
Yeah.
So they would kill deer, they would get
Yeah.
catfish, they would just get whatever they could
They
catch.
get what they can get, make a meal out of this shit.
They had to do that.
Cause y'all see, we not like everybody else. We don't eat no intestines like that. We don't eat no shit. Even when we was eating pork, what type of pork was we really eating when we got to eat what we wanted? It
The
was just
bacon,
pork
the
chops and
ribs,
ribs.
right? Pork
Thank
chops.
pork chops, ribs, and ham. It was no more fucking intestines for you. Think
Mhm.
about it. When you got to eat, when they made you eat part of the pig, you had to make hog head cheese and hog brains and dumb shit like that and chitlins, all that old goofy shit. But the minute you got to eat the hog you wanted to eat, that shit got X'd out the diet. It was ribs, pork chops, and ham. Only the prime cuts of the meat. The rest of that shit was garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, I had, Isaiah, I had a friend that used to love raw oysters. I would just sit and watch her eat them because I wouldn't eat them. But she would put all this hot sauce and Tabasco and all that stuff
Basco,
on it. And then she
motherfucking
would just take it and
vinegar.
swallow it. And I was like,
And then
I
you be
just,
like, after a while, you know what? Cause I used to eat them, and then after a while, cause I started eating them because my godfather was eating them one day, and he challenged me to eat one. So
mhm.
I saw him doing that, putting the hot sauce and lemon and all that on it, and he put Italian dressing on it. So he ate it. He's like, "Come on, Va, don't be scared." I was like 10. I was over his house for the weekend, so I went and ate one. And I was like, okay, I can do this right now and then. So one day, me and buddies at the work was like, man, we're gonna go get some seafood, get some oysters, some crab legs, this, that, and the third. I was like, all right, cool. So we go there, have a few beers. I ate a couple of the oysters. Then I thought about it. I said, you know what? I said, what? I said, these motherfuckers don't taste like nothing. We just eating a bunch of hot sauce and lemon. Why the fuck don't we just put this on a plate and start drinking it?
Mhm.
Everybody started laughing. and stop eating them.
Yeah. You know, I saw somebody put pig feet in. My mother was eating pig feet when I was little, but by the time I got probably in my probably like when I was around 12, she finally looked at it and said, I ain't eating this no more. She never touched it again.
I don't like human feet. Ain't no way I'm gonna eat a pig foot.
Pig feet, yeah. And you still see that in the store, at least around here I do. You still see the pig feet that people
Well,
go out there and
unfortunately,
buy and sell.
unfortunately, when I was a kid, I was forced to eat it, and every time I tasted it, it was like, ugh, I can't go through this.
Mm-hmm.
That's messed up, Katie. Least great. I get one thing to grandma when she made pig feet, she'd tell me, she like, now you want hot dogs? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not eating no feet, grandma.
I know. I would look at them and I was like, how could somebody just eat a feet? You know, I don't want to
Right.
eat that. Mm-mm. That was just not my thing.
And look, this how y'all know pig feet ain't to be eaten. They got to boil them for 87 hours before they do anything with them. I remember my grandma, this how she used to make it. She'd make them like barbecue. Like she would boil them motherfuckers early in the morning. You would know if she was making greens, chitlins, or pig feet, cause she up early in the morning. And she'd be up, clean them motherfuckers, then she'd put them in a pot, boil them for like 87 hours, Lisa. Then
Wow.
put them motherfuckers in a crock pot with barbecue sauce, and they'll fall apart. It'll be basically like she eating pulled pork.
Uh-huh.
And she'd be eating her feet. I was like, knock yourself out.
Yeah. And see, when I grew up in the hood, it was row homes. And when I would walk home from school, you always knew when somebody was making chitlins because the whole street would smell like chitlins.
Smell like shit.
Whole street would.
Whole street smell like shit.
I mean, cause out there when I was a kid and stuff, you know, like in the morning, I mean, it smelled like chitlins out throughout the whole dang house. I'm like, oh Lord.
And that smell lingers too. That smell lingers.
Our houses was like that Southwest too. This how you knew when people was making chitlins. The front and the back door open.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said.
I used to smell it before I would even turn onto my street when I was walking home from school.
Right.
I could smell it actually the street before. I was like, somebody's cooking chitlins.
We had a front and back door closed. For real. The lady next door, Miss Sally, knew when my grandma would cook. She loved when my great grandma cooked them because she said my great grandma knew how to cook them.
Mm-hmm. You know, Christopher Clipper, you just reminded me of something. My mother told me when she was a little girl, they had to take those hogs out of the city limits because when you kill them, she said it stinks, it smells up the whole neighborhood. And she was saying one day she was walking home from high school and one of the neighbors had killed a pig. She said when that pig is killed, the scent goes across the whole neighborhood. It smells so bad. That's what she was telling me. She said it stinks when you kill a pig.
I bet all that shit stink. The motherfucking look, that honeycomb tripe, the pigs, the cow stomach lining. Oh, we gonna love that beef tripe. Oh my God, what is it with y'all eating stomachs and shit?
Well, I bet you when y'all did take out them intestines of that pig, it probably swoop. Yeah, but that's what my mother told me. She said every now and then somebody will kill one. They're not supposed to kill it, but you know how people are. They would kill the pig, and she said you could smell that scent everywhere. It just smells so bad when you kill one of them.
Shit.
And that right there should tell you shouldn't be eating it. It smell that bad to kill one.
Man, these motherfuckers eat everything. Hey, I be telling people you shouldn't eat alligator.
Oh, you know
Yeah,
what, LVZ? I got a picture. You know how we talk about how our babies were used as alligator bait?
Yep, yep.
yeah.
I got a rare picture that was snapped of a black baby boy that got snatched by an alligator, and somebody took the picture when it was happening.
Damn.
I got the actual picture. Maybe I'll do another live stream and I will show y'all that picture. But, and I'm sure there's probably more around since they did the alligator bait so often. But this is just one of the rare ones that got leaked out where they tied a black baby boy to a tree. And the picture, you can see the alligator got the black baby halfway in its mouth, and it's an actual photo of it. So I might do a live stream. I'll show that to you. And some of the artifacts that they put out of alligators with black babies, you know, little knickknacks that they used to make back then. I got
That's
a
why I
couple of
tell
pictures
people.
of those.
That's why I tell people. I'd rather wear them motherfuckers as boots and vests, but I ain't eating them. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not eating them. You gotta understand. That shit break down in their DNA. That's what makes an alligator, what it eats.
Yeah. So it
You don't
brings home of how real that mess really was. That's what that picture will bring home to you. How real it was. And it's a shame and it's sick. But
that's
this
why
is what they did to our babies.
we got people still eat alligators, and y'all in this chat room.
Yeah.
We got people that eat alligator. They was selling that shit down from. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to eat no damn man eaters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, it is sick. And trust me, I agree with what y'all saying. That mess is sick. But yeah, so it is one picture of it that survived. And I'm telling you, I bet there's more that have been hidden of these actual attacks on alligators snatching and eating our babies, you know, when they're given as bait. So yeah, it's a sick thing these folks did.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's why they owe that check.
They sure
That's why
do.
they owe that check, Lisa.
Mhm.
That's why they owe that motherfucker check.
The
All
alligators have
this,
always been used on humans as weapons. What's that Filipino president? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Why can't I think
Duarte,
of it? Yes. Do you know what he did with his junkies and drug dealers? He
yeah,
fed the drug
he
he
fed them
fed the
motherfuckers to
drug
the
dealers to the
alligators.
alligators. That's what he did. That's what he did because he said those drugs ruined people's lives. And he took those drug dealers and fed them to the alligators. He didn't jail them, he fed them to the alligators.
But the best part about how he did it, Lisa, he took the motherfuckers up in a helicopter and dropped them in a pit.
Yes.
That's what he did. He even bragged about it. Remember, I had the gun that made them jump.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, so so he ain't got no drug problem like they do here in the US.
Yeah,
He
he
dumped them
didn't even
drug dealers in alligators.
he didn't even walk them to the pit, y'all. He dropped them motherfuckers. He AML them. He dropped them like a bag of motherfucking non-FBA tether rice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And them alligators are like, oh man, we got food. Ooh,
Right.
somebody gave us food.
That was
Oh
like the
yeah,
Red
he's
Cross.
cold. He's cold, but that man got a deep hate for drug dealers.
Yeah.
He
They
got a
was like
deep
the
hate for drug dealers.
it was like the Red Cross for alligators. That's
Mm-hmm.
right, oh nigga. That's hey, look, I'm glad I don't live there.
Yeah, I mean, he means it. And some places they are like that. They're tough on drug dealers. When I was in Europe, there were cases that came out of Singapore, and
Oh yeah. They
a
just
couple
beat
of
your ass.
Americans got caught up with drugs over in Singapore, and they got
They-
lynched. They hung them.
yeah,
In Singapore, they still have public hangings, and they don't have no drug problem because they take their drug addicts and they hang them.
Yeah, well, you know they whooped the shit out that boy for spray painting in English in Singapore. Talk about he ain't do it, motherfucker. You in Singapore? Not too many people speak English. You dumbass.
Yeah. Yeah.
That white boy got his ass whacked, whap,
Yes, he
right
did. They
across.
gave him a caning. Yeah, I remember that.
Caned his dumbass.
Yep, they sure did.
Brittany
Yes, they
Griner,
did.
lucky they ain't cane her stupid. That's why people be talking about you don't want to go. Fuck no. Why not? I like smoking weed, nigga. You ain't locking me up in no foreign country because I want to roll a J.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it's very different in different parts of the earth. They don't play all that
Right.
drug dealer stuff like they do here.
That's
Oh,
what.
you got 5 kilos of this. We put you in jail for about 3 years. They don't play
Right.
that mess over there.
That's one thing I give to the white man over here. Goddamn, at least they know how to, We'll let
That's
you
only
slide. We're corrupt too, nigga.
yeah, but they only do that because so many of their own people are all caught up in that mess.
That's why I said we'll let you slide. We're corrupt too, nigga. Hey, good job. Keep up the good work. You're acting white. We like it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's why they don't catch none of these little bastards that be killing in the community, Lisa. Keep acting white. We love it. That's what they keep saying. So that's right. Keep acting white. We love it. Good job.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, the alligator has always been weaponized against humans. I mean, that has always happened. But see, we always talk about Florida, but there was an incident up at, and maybe I'll tell y'all this when I do the live stream on, alligator bait. There was an incident up at New York Zoo, and they had what they call 2 pickaninnies, and they put them in with the alligators, and this was at New York Zoo. So don't let them tell you they only did that mess in Florida.
Right. That shit was everywhere. Anywhere it was a goddamn alligator, niggas was debate.
Right. And y'all seen them alligators down in Texas. Them suckers live up to their name. Them babies are huge. Down there, Texas got some huge alligators.
Right. And Louisiana too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they do all that shit. That's like somebody said, how the fuck you got an alligator festival? Motherfucker, the festival was how they caught them using you.
Yeah.
You dumb nigga. You out there dancing and shit, playing second line, not knowing your granddaddy was the bait. You dumb fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all just put in Pickaninny Bronx Zoo. They grabbed up 2 black girls, and used them as bait at the New York City Zoo. So, no, it's not just Florida. Florida is what they are willing to talk about, but that mess happened in other places too.
Right. And look, all of us got revenge later on. We wearing slick gators now. We get Don't worry about it. We got revenge for the ancestors. Everybody stepping in fresh gators.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is despicable. It's a terrible history.
Right.
Just like human zoos. If you watch, what's that? The Curious Life of Benjamin Button. There's a scene in that movie where there's a black man, and I think he played the part as a pygmy. And in that part, he's sitting with Brad Pitt, who's Benjamin Buttons, and he's talking about being a human in a zoo. And he said he was put with the monkeys. And he talked about that experience of being a human in a zoo. And I thought that was very interesting. If you get a chance to watch that movie. You'll see that man talking about him being in a human zoo. And I said, that was the first time I ever seen a part in a movie where that was spoken about. But he spoke about it, and he says, no, I was put in with the monkeys. And he's telling Benjamin Button what that experience was like.
Well, I mean, if we being realistic, I mean, that was a metaphor for what they did in the projects. That's why you think we call it the concrete jungle.
Mm-hmm.
We are that's what they say to other white people who live in the projects. Oh, you live down there with the monkeys.
Yeah. But if you get a
That's why
chance,
it was a
that
project.
movie, and you too, LVZ, if you get a chance, watch that movie. It is on YouTube as a free movie. You can watch it this month as a free movie. And that's the only reason why I saw it.
I'm gonna check out old Benny Buttons. The white man who, oh Lord. Lisa, I say I'm gonna show a picture of one of my videos later too. You guys see it. Because I'm gonna do a live about it. This white girl killed who she killed? She set up to have somebody killed and end up getting like 3 years in Chicago. She was 16 years old. This lady looked like she was 37.
Wow.
I said, good Lord, I know they age like bananas. This is getting worse by the day.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Brother Sly, you who said that? Davita Braxton, you said you saw the movie. Yes. Taraji Henson is in there. And but I just was it just caught my eye when I saw that man talking about him being in a zoo. He was in the zoo. He was considered a zoo animal in there.
He was an animal in the fucking zoo.
Yes.
Basically.
And when he was talking about his experience, I was like, whoa, you don't know. We hear about these things, but just to see him just being in that part. And then he talked about how they let him go. I was like, wow, that is so degrading, being in a damn zoo and people coming and gawking at you.
It is. And you know what's even more degrading? That a motherfucker sit there and tell you, oh, I don't know your history, when a white man wrote that.
No, we know our history.
I'm talking about they say no, Lisa. They say they don't know our history. Oh, we really don't know. Well, how do you write these scenes in your movies?
Right. And number two, don't your old folks in your family talk to you? Because that's where most of us get our history. We get it from the old folks.
And Lisa, that's where most of that shit be in their movie. See, the interesting thing about about Benjamin Buttons is I didn't never want to see that movie. I said another white movie written by white people. And you telling me this now, I'm like, hold up. But that movie wasn't written by no black people with no black input.
Right.
Yet they were able to accurately depict something we all talk about in our community. And white people say, oh, well, we didn't know about that.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, who put them in the zoo? Okay, we know who put them in there.
Right. They ain't just come off the boat and say, hey, I want to live where the lions at because I miss home. Motherfucker, the lions missed home too.
Yes. And those people that were in the zoo, they were captured. They were kidnapped. Yep. And when they got over here, they threw them in a zoo.
Yeah. And what's so funny is they threw them in the zoo with a whole bunch of animals from the same area. Them niggas, if they got close to a lion, they could have got free because they would have rode a lion to freedom. Lion, nigga, which way to the boat, nigga? We going back home.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
But,
yeah. And one thing, Lisa, we got to say this because we always talk about cut the check. This is check related. Connor you have to cut the check. But hold up. Mbute, we coming for that ass. That's all I had to say.
Mm-hmm.
Mbute, it's a check that you owe too. Don't think you don't owe a check. Because let me tell you the most disgusting thing in the world I heard. Phil keep talking about going back to Africa, visiting Africa, and they be paying to go where our ancestors were sold into slavery and shipped off, never to return.
Yeah, but you
And,
know what, LVZ, you know this. You can still take tours through the plantations in the South. And,
yeah,
and
but
guess who
Lisa,
shows up for a lot of them tours? White folk.
yeah,
But
but Lisa, look, at least these white folks who doing that, right, have the gall to still be the enemy doing that. We talking about black people
mm-hmm.
over in Africa charging black Americans to show them, hey, this is where we sold you. Hey, nigga, it will cost you $400 to see, nigga, where we sold you to the white man and let them take your ancestor. Hold up, motherfucker. So you getting paid off of what happened to me? Millions of people visit here every day and pay you for what
Mm-hmm.
happened to me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you owe me money for that check. Hold up. You grade charge me to see where you locked my we locked your grandfather and your great 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 grandmother up right here. They had to shit on themselves right here. We made them stay. Well, you can go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So they charge us to go have that experience. And every black person I know who go over there say they cry and they feel so sad. That I said, me personally, I want to go over there. I'm gonna beat that nigga's ass when I get over there. That's what I want to go over there to do. I want to beat whoever the tour guide is ass. I'm gonna fuck him up. I'm gonna punch him right in his shit. I'm gonna whoop his motherfucking ass. I'm gonna say, you bitch motherfucker. Y'all sold my people. And now you try and charge me for my traumatic experience. Fuck
Mm-hmm.
you and the tribe you came from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, they've been giving them tours forever. In fact, when you go around where my mother and father came out of Georgia, around the
Mm.
same place where that catfish house is, on your way into the county, when you look in between the trees, you can still see the slave shacks in there. And
Thank you.
I'm like, at first, I didn't know what I was looking at until one day we stopped at a service station. And you know how you're at a traffic light after we got finished gassing up. And I just turned my head and I could see in between the trees, you can see these little slave shacks still up in there. They never took them out or never knocked them down or nothing. The slave shacks are still there.
Make no name. Yeah, they are. Shit. The plantation down front of Dana, Amelia Island, my motherfucking god brother, my godfather still work on that plantation. He's a one of the head managers at the plantation where
Mm-hmm.
they where you can ride a golf cart around the plantation and go fishing and all of that shit. And I was like, dude, this is a plantation. I said, dude, this can't be right. And he said, what? I said, dude, I hope every motherfucking golf cart catch a flat except the black people. They start laughing. I was like, nah, motherfuckers has got to pay. They got like little amusement park rides, little go-karts and shit, bumper cars, all that shit on the plantation. The plantation is literally a fucking carnival in Fernandina, Florida.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. It is messed up, but I don't see how at this point they can even try to lie about the history. So it's so much
But
evidence still around. Yeah, it's not even
but
funny.
Lisa, to your point, to our point, this is where I'm coming from with reparation.
Mhm.
Dude, slavery can't be that far if you still making money off of it.
Right.
You can't say that, oh, well, the money's gone. You a lie. You still making money off of the remnants of slavery. Look, any Confederate statue, memorial, monument that somebody got paid to see, that's a remnant of slavery.
Yes, it
You are
is.
big. You it's just we talking business.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that's the way it is. It's like this. If you a musical artist, right? You gonna negotiate your royalties. So, hey, when this commercial play my song, I need to get paid. When this place play my song, I need to get paid. When this movie want to use my song, I need to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when y'all making money off of plantations in 2022, we need to get paid.
Right.
When
12 years a slave.
Thank you. I need to get paid. When Africa is still over there talking about we saw these niggas come and visit. I need to get paid. I don't want no land over there. Y'all can
And
keep whatever's
and
over
then
there.
didn't they have didn't the Ghana have the year of the return? I was like, the
Right. Nah,
year
I
of
don't
the
want no
return.
return. You can go and just send my
Return.
check.
If I return, you want to foot the bill for everything. Y'all
Right.
didn't
I
y'all
don't
send me the hell up on out of here? You want to
sis,
foot the bill for everything.
sis, I don't want no return. Only return I like is a tax return. You can send me some money, return a check. That's what you could
Hmm.
do. We don't need to come over there. Won't you welcome back, nigga? We'll sell
Yeah.
you again. No, don't sell me again. Give me the money. I don't even want no land over there.
And then you got the royal family that sold slaves worldwide,
Yeah.
including sending slaves over here to America.
I'm gonna tell
You're
you
like the
what's great.
queen. I was like, that bitch need to give me my money. That's what she need to do.
Let me tell y'all some gangster shit, y'all. You want to find out how many people know that foundational Black Americans? It was a lot of Black people already over here. The minute we start telling Africans, "Hey man, y'all got paid for selling us over here," then you'll find out who was already over here.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you find out, because then they gonna go, "Oh no, nigga, you are not one of those. We
Mm-hmm.
know who we sold. You are not one of those."
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
That's when
they'll
you'll
tell the
find out.
truth. You're right. They will give
That's
us
when
the
you'll
truth.
find out.
That's true. And there's some people, even among us, they get mad if you tell them some of our people were here. Oh, we came from Africa. Oh, I got some subscribe to me that do that. Oh no, we all came out of Africa. Okay.
Well, I mean, we technically, yes, we all did.
Uh-huh.
But
But there were
what
still
we
people
saying
living in
is,
the land.
yeah, what we saying is after we after people start leaving the region or the cradle, some of us settled what was already America before the flood and before the splits of the continents. So
Mm-hmm.
it was some of us already here before this body, this land of before this landmass became America. When it was
Yes.
all together, people walked over and came into here.
Mm-hmm.
Then after the floods and all of the earthquakes and all of the ice movements and all of that shit, people started sailing over here. And they have hieroglyphics of people doing that
Mm-hmm.
thousands of years ago. And they stayed here. Why? Because that's a long ass trip and I ain't going back. And that's how a lot of the red Indians got here, the Asian looking Indians. Because they took their boat over and stayed and mixed in with the people here. And you got a different color people.
Mm-hmm. I even did a research on my state. New Jersey was all black at one point in time. This
See?
was an all black state
Black
with
state.
the
Remember,
indigenous people here.
remember, before they start inviting all white people over here, it was more black people in this country than anybody.
That's right. I mean, if you just go back and look at the indigenous history, you will find most of these states that you live in right now, they were practically all black states. Everybody here was indigenous. They were what you would call Indians, but they were
Right.
calling the dark people here Indians back then. So, hey, like I said, there's people that don't want to hear that. They just want to hear we all came from Africa and that's it. Don't tell me nothing else.
Right. Well, come on now. We was everywhere. Y'all can't say we was everywhere and then say we only place we was Africa. It's one thing or the other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Y'all can't
Well,
know that
yeah,
we
Adele, what happened was when a lot of the homes that were here originally were stolen. And when they stole the homes, the people that were living in New Jersey that were indigenous, they all got shipped out to places like Oklahoma.
Yep.
They moved, back then, they moved a lot of people around. So you got a lot of people, they may have been from New Jersey, but they ended up in Oklahoma and their land and homes and everything were stolen.
Or they took it and just put them people in a fucking project.
Mm-hmm.
That done
But a
happened a
lot of
lot
them got
too.
moved.
With people
Yeah.
had homes. Think about what happened to the people in Tulsa, Lisa. Them
Yeah.
people had thriving businesses and homes. And what did them people do? Stole them, stole their land, killed them, took most of their wealth, and most of them people ended up poor in fucking projects for
Right.
generations.
For the rest of their lives. Yeah, that's true. But it is documented where what they would do is they would come, let's say you had a house standing and you had some land and maybe some farm animals and some crops. They would come to your door, snatch you and your family out of the house, and white folks would go in your house and start living there. That's how they took the houses away from the people that were here. Start looking around at the ages of some of these homes. Some of these homes were already here before they showed up.
Right. Look at that joint Banish. That
Just take a good look. All of these homes, not the newer ones, but if you go in a neighborhood where the homes are old and aged, many of those homes were here when these folks arrived on the land.
go
Some
look
people
at
were living in brick homes then.
yeah, remember that documentary Banish where they was talking about all of the brothers and sisters that had them places in Arkansas and St. Louis, and these people came home from World War One, built nice homes, had a thriving city. White people got mad, came over, killed everybody in the town, buried them motherfuckers in a unmarked grave next to the houses that they had. And every white person who was a part of the massacre took over the houses. And
Yes.
until
Slocum.
this day, they still got the damn land. And a man went one day. Yeah, Slocum.
Yeah, Slocum, Texas. That's where that happened. Where they ran the people out, killed them, and some of them did run out and they took over the homes. And if you look at Slocum today, it's all white, but back then it was all black before the massacre.
Yep. They did that to some people in Arkansas. They did that to
Wilmington, North Carolina is another example. It was all black, and now when you look at Wilmington, it's all white because after the massacre, they stole the property and the houses and everything.
You can even go into the Hall of Records and find where a black person owned the house first,
Mm-hmm.
and there's never a deed of sale. Then a year later, some white man owns it,
Yeah.
claims it on his taxes,
Mm-hmm.
never
Passing it
paid
down through
for it.
his family.
Yep.
And
And
they
they're
did
like,
that
what
all
happened to
over.
the
They did that all over. That's why you heard all that mess coming out of South Africa. They did the same
right?
thing. They took the land, and on the deed, it's a black person's name, but a white person owns the land.
Mm-hmm.
And that same thing is here in America.
Yes, no, black people had a lot of land, contrary to belief,
Mm-hmm.
but they had to flee. And that's how a lot of times your family originated in some ass small town in Texas or Arkansas or Alabama. What
Mm-hmm.
happened after slavery? They was doing good. The white people said enough of this, and they had to run, and they ended up in New Jersey, New
Mm-hmm.
York, Chicago, and they ain't get treated too much better, but at least they wasn't getting lynched like they was there. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it is so much of our history that has been hidden from us. I mean, it's sad, LVZ, but the average person don't even know what we're talking about.
Nah, they don't.
They don't know.
They don't. They don't. They better learn. You must learn.
Yeah.
You must learn. It's no excuse for ignorance. It's no excuse. There's too much knowledge out here to be gained.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is the truth. All right,
Yeah,
LVZ, thank you for joining me. I guess Katie kind of dropped off, but
no
thank you for
problem, man.
joining me. And this was a
Definitely.
nice conversation, and we'll definitely come back and do it again. And I will get that alligator bait
Please.
live stream, and I will do that with you real
Yes.
soon. Maybe I'll schedule it sometime tomorrow, and we'll do it later on in the week, maybe towards the end of the week.
That's cool. That's cool.
You know.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That'd be
Mm-hmm.
fun.
All
But
right,
yeah,
y'all.
thank you for having me,
Enjoy.
sis. Happy
And
Mother's Day to you
yes,
and
thank you.
everybody. Love y'all.
Yes. Shalom, family.
Shalom. Peace.